This episode is brought to you by Casper Mattresses, and it's also brought to you by Simple Contacts.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
Red hot comic book movie news, shooting up your butthole. The Weekly Planet, the Weekly Planet.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Weekly Planet podcast, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. My name is James, also known as Mr. Sunday. With me, as always, is my co-host, Nick Mason.
Stop the presses.
I've stopped
the
them.
book presses.
What do you mean?
Because this week we're on the premiere episode of our friend Dave Warnicki's new podcast,
the
Book
the
Cheat.
number one.
It was number one on iTunes.
Was it? I just
think.
meant it was his number one episode.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. But
it was
number
up there on iTunes.
on the in the arts and entertainment section, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Take
Book
that,
Cheat.
all other nerds on
Yeah,
there.
that's right. There were other nerds,
Literary nerds.
but we're the best nerds, I feel.
for that week, for sure.
Anyway, so Dave has a new podcast. It's called Book Cheat.
Yes.
And it is about he.
Oh, you know him from Do Go On, by the way.
You know from Do Go
Yeah.
On, exactly. And he reads a book, so you don't have to. He reads a literary classic, and then he explains it to a couple of guests who may be big fans of it, or maybe they've never heard of it anyway because they're not very well read like us.
Yes, that's right.
And by the end of it, you can have a dinner party conversation about that book as if you have read it.
Exactly,
Yeah,
which is what we did directly after.
That's right,
Yeah, it
exactly.
was perfect timing for us.
Ah,
We
fair.
did the picture of Dorian Gray, and there's exactly as many references as the movie League of Extraordinary Gentlemen as
Absolutely,
you'd expect.
yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. So I think there's 2 episodes up. He's
There
got
is,
up
yeah.
already, and there's more to come.
Yeah.
If not, I was also on a different podcast, Mason, that you weren't on.
Oh, what?
Lights, Camera, Barstool. It's a movie podcast, and like similar to this, Mason,
Oh,
except
what?
it's in a different place in the world.
Wow.
You know, it's a lot of fun. We talked about Venom. We had definitive superhero rankings. Sorry, the worst of. which is
Sure,
some
okay.
people who wrote who entered a survey, and also we went through our own top 10 for our own personal reasons. Some of mine and others are controversial picks, but it's more kind of just a personal bias.
So
You know
wait,
what
are
I mean?
these your favorite movies or your least
No,
favorite?
least favorite characters.
Oh,
like
okay.
superhero characters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'll link that below as well.
Give us number 8-ish.
I couldn't tell you the exact numbers, but I did put Professor X on there, the movie version, because he just lapses into a coma.
Oh, yeah,
whenever
sure.
anybody needs him.
Yeah, that's kind of his special power in those
It
movies.
is, isn't
yeah.
it? Yeah. So both of those things are linked below, and also our live show, which is coming up at PAX on October 27th. Tickets are available at that website.
Specifically, they are tickets to PAX.
Yes.
You get in regardless.
I don't know if we're doing merch or anything. We haven't organised anything,
No,
so
I don't know how many
probably not.
seats are in there.
We don't know how many tickets have been sold and people are coming to this.
Yep.
I'm in a bit of a panic that it's going to be an empty hall. Because normally when we do a show like this, we know how many tickets we've sold.
Yeah,
This time, we have no idea.
that's right. I mean, presumably a lot of tickets have been sold to PAX. But if you're coming specifically to see us, or if you're going to see us at all,
Yeah.
let us know.
Let us know. Just one other person would be great. And if there's only one other person there, you can join us on the panel.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are first in line and you want to engineer some sort of situation when nobody else comes into the room, if you can do that, we will bring you up on stage.
Correct.
And it's just going to be you, me, Levins, and our one guest. And
Our
we'll
one
just,
guest.
We'll just have a chat about what we're going to have a chat about anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's something we can chat about this week, though.
Just say there's a gas leak or something in the theater.
Yeah, just scream fire.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, you won't be arrested.
Yeah, you will though.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Iron Fist, to the chagrin of...
Yeah.
I didn't realize there were so many Iron Fist Netflix fans
Right.
until they cancelled season 3.
Yeah, right.
So presumably the numbers weren't great because Netflix don't really cancel anything.
Yeah, a rare Netflix cancellation.
It happens every
and they
now
don't
and then.
release their viewership numbers. I don't think
We've got
either.
no
so
idea. Yeah.
It must have been really bad.
Yeah, exactly. People are also saying maybe this is because their pivot away from Marvel to do their own things as well, and they
Sure,
want to put
right.
money into something else.
Yeah, I mean, if Disney are going to take Marvel properties and put them on their service, then I guess Netflix are not.
May as well kill them.
May as well kill them. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're still getting Daredevil.
Yeah. I mean, they might. It
And
might
Luke
be a
Cage,
case
no
of
one.
it might be a case of sort of a last man standing situation where they're just going to cancel the least rating ones until there's one left, and then maybe then it's is Defenders season 2 happening? I don't know.
Not at the moment.
Right, because I know we're getting Jessica Jones season 3.
Yes, and we're getting a Luke Cage, and
Okay.
obviously Daredevil's out. Apparently Daredevil's okay.
Great,
The first
good.
6 at least, so
Okay.
I was hoping for a bit more. But, you know,
Yeah. All right.
you never know until you watch a thing, because
That's
sometimes
true.
people say things are good and they're bad, and it's the opposite.
Sometimes the opposite. It's rarely the opposite.
Yeah. That's true.
When the general consensus is bad, they're very rarely good.
They're very, really good. So Marvel's Iron Fist, this is the quote here, will not return for its third season on Netflix. Everyone at Marvel Television and Netflix is proud of the series and grateful for all the hard work from our incredible cast, crew, and showrunners. We're thankful to the fans who have watched the 2 seasons and for the partnership we've shared on this series. While the series on Netflix has ended, the immortal Iron Fist will live on.
Oh.
No, it won't. It's finished.
Yeah.
Unless you could shop in Luke Cage.
You
or
could definitely
whatever.
do that,
They
yeah.
should do more crossovers anyway. I don't understand why they're only doing singular seasons. They should do mixed
Yeah, I mean, the
seasons.
crossover, the Iron Fist Luke Cage stuff in season 2 of Luke Cage was good.
I've heard that
Good
probably.
fun. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
So,
excited for that.
Do that again.
Do that again.
Cancel Luke Cage, Heroes for Hire, season 1. Do that.
Yeah. I don't disagree with
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Misty Knight, bring her in.
Yeah.
Colleen Wing.
Yeah.
Bring
The brother and sister.
back
Whatever.
the brother and sister. Exactly. Bring back David Wenham.
He's dead, basically.
Yeah, I
but
know.
anyone could be put in a stone sarcophagus and fed blood. And
That's
they
very
come
true,
back.
yeah. Mhm.
So there you go. I think a big part of this is also this version of Iron Fist is not really like the comics, and by that I mean there's no dragon or costume.
We'll never see that dragon, will we?
No.
Do you think maybe it was a panic decision? They got thousands of emails that were like, "Hey, when are we going to see him fight that dragon?" And then some executive was like, "Season 3, that's when we're going to do it. We're going to shoot that. We're going to get the VFX for the dragon. It's
And
going
then
to be
they crunched
incredible."
the numbers on
Yeah.
that, see if
Yeah.
it was feasible, and it wasn't.
They're like, "Oh, well, looks like nobody liked it, so we're canceling this."
Yeah. And a CGI dragon is really expensive.
Just get a Game of Thrones one and recolor it. Just buy that off them and recolor. Make it bright green.
Yeah, and you could do it after the next season of Game of Thrones, so they don't even need it. They'll probably sell it for cheap.
Real
They're
cheap.
practically giving away CGI dragons. It's a steal.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's me. From what's the land that they live in?
Westeros.
Hey, it's me. It's Crazy Steve from Westeros Dragons. I bought too many dragons. I don't know. My warehouse is full of dragons. I don't know. So I'm getting rid of dragons at crazy prices. Have
Come on
Dragos. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Dagon. Dagon. What's
Have
his name?
Dagon.
Dagon. Have him.
Yeah.
Have another one.
Have this one. Have the other one. Whatever the other one's
It's
called.
only
you can have that one.
500 coins in whatever currency we use in Westeros. What do they use?
Doubloons.
Doubloons.
I don't know that.
Okay. No, it's doubloons now.
Great. Did you watch the teaser for Aladdin?
Yes, I did, yeah.
What'd you think?
They're certainly keeping a lot of it close to the vest.
They certainly are.
Weird.
Very good.
Yes, weird little vest he wears.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a Fez pun,
Okay.
but I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't thought of one.
No, you should have done it in advance.
I should have.
But we do see Rowan Atkinson is in this. By
Rowan
that I mean he's the
Atkinson?
bird. Isn't he the bird?
Is he?
I don't know. I don't think he is, but isn't he in the cartoon?
No, Rowan Atkinson is the bird in The Lion King.
Oh, okay.
Iago.
Who's the bird in Aladdin?
Oh, it's bloody Godfred Gribbly.
Oh, Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
Okay, well, we saw Gilbert Gottfried.
I don't know if it is. I'm going to check.
We saw the tiger, the cave with the big
yeah,
lion's
but it's
face.
not. But does it chat away?
Okay.
Like in the.
well, maybe it will.
Yeah. I'm going to check who the. Oh man, this is a good cast.
Also, bearing in mind, I don't know anything about Aladdin, the original Aladdin.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I'm aware of it. but
Have you
I haven't-
seen it?
Again, I haven't seen it. We've discussed this. I haven't seen most Disney movies.
Okay, fair enough.
So
I'm trying to look. I'm looking at. There's. Frank Welker is the voice of the Cave of Wonders. I think he was in the
Ooh,
last one as well.
very
I thought that
good.
sounded
that's
familiar.
fun.
He's Megatron.
Yes.
I can't.
Also, so this trailer, did it have some music from the original Aladdin,
Yes.
but they put a darker spin on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
which song? Do you know which one it is?
just the regular Aladdin thing.
Oh, the regular Aladdin thing.
There's the one that goes, "Follow me to a place where incredible feats are achieved every hour or so." I did the accent and everything.
You sure
Might
did.
be racist.
It's fine.
I'm trying to find who the Iago is in this new one.
Now, Iago's
It's
the
got
bird?
Yeah, it's got to be bloody Godfred Grillfleet.
No, it won't be. That's too cartoony. I think it'll be...
Naomi Scott, maybe.
Okay.
She says she's in it, or maybe she's not that one.
Mm-hmm.
Should I sing out that? Should I take out that bit where I sung the?
No! If anything, put some reverb behind it.
I'm not going to do that.
Nah, do it.
I don't know. I can't see here. It says
alright.
he's to appear, but I can't see.
Uh-huh. Well, he did. He's in the trailer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, we know that, don't we?
Because we literally saw him with our eyes.
A few people pointed this out, but Matt, who does some editing for us,
Hi, Matt.
he pointed out that it's a lot like the it's unclear who the role will be. Doesn't say whose voice
That's
it
fine.
is. So. But if you look at this trailer side by side with the Beauty and the Beast one, the new live action one. They're pretty similar.
The one that everyone hates.
I didn't mind it because I'm not really a fan of the original.
Uh-huh,
I was like,
yep.
yeah, this is okay.
Right, uh-huh.
But the best one, I believe, is Cinderella
Okay.
by a long way.
There
It's a
we
great
go.
movie because also the original Cinderella, crap.
Whoa.
It is.
Truth bombs.
Yeah, I don't like it. I do. I like kicking everything. I'll kick anything, Mason.
Yeah,
I'll kick
yeah.
a classic. It's probably not crap. I haven't seen it.
Oh man, we're gonna kick
So
a classic.
long, if
We're gonna
ever.
kick a classic this week. Let
We
me
may
tell you.
just. Yeah, if you're a fan of H2O, well, you're not gonna like this.
That's right.
But no, I'm not really super excited for this. I don't think Aladdin. I think Aladdin starts good, and then the second half's just kind of like whatever.
A lot of running around.
And do you like genies making jokes about Jack Nicholson references and things like that?
Do you think they won't update the references?
Well, Will Smith's doing it. Could he do a Jack Nicholson? He's the genie this time around.
Right. Okay. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But maybe.
He'll probably be more Fresh Prince than he will be like a Robin
Yeah,
Williams.
right.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe it'll just be references to Will Smith movies? Because I could see that happening. Like,
It's good to be out of the lamp. I'm a legend.
Yep.
Man, Robot. I was in that movie. Will Smith was in that movie. Just like that.
Yeah, exactly
Just
like
listing
that.
the movies?
It's in his contract that he has to name all the movies that he was in. Yeah.
I haven't been out of this lamp for a millennium. Yeah,
Nice,
these are all good.
That's good. I haven't been out of this lamp since Bad Boys 1 was in cinemas, but now it's on DVD and Blu-ray.
Are you excited for this though?
Not especially.
No,
but
me
I probably
neither.
will see it.
I'll see it. Yeah.
I'm more inclined to see this than Beauty and the Beast because this is a rollicking action romp, right?
Yes.
Or something.
Yeah.
Are these also musicals?
Yes.
Huh.
I
Do you
did
think
the
he's going to
song.
sing?
Follow me to a place.
No, I mean, is this one
Yeah, I believe
okay,
so.
right. Do you think Will Smith's going to sing?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can he sing?
He does that song. Yeah, he could sing. You know that song, the Genie song? Na 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 na. You know he does the song, Never Had a Friend Like Me?
Yes, I'm aware of the song.
Yeah, he'll sing that song.
Great.
Yeah, yeah. Do
Wow.
you think they're going to make him blue? They're going to blue face him?
No.
Mm.
Ooh, blue tint.
Blue tint.
I'm going to say blue tint.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that'll work. I think you got to go all in. Or you
Okay.
just don't do it.
Mm.
Because I think a blue tint is weird. Just
Okay,
like
so-
a slight...
So put him in blue face.
Yes.
Make him like he's in the Blue Man group.
Yeah, well, we don't even know, like, is he a CGI?
We don't know,
guy or-
see, yeah. Mhm.
Mm. So there you go.
Yeah.
I think you should rewatch Aladdin. I think a lot of it's really good.
Is there anything in the cartoon that requires him to be like that requires him to be big and cartoony?
Absolutely.
Okay, right.
There's
okay.
so much of that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting then, because
Yeah.
they do him like the Mask, where he's human most of the time, but then he's got big stretchy limbs or whatever.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Maybe
Neither of us know.
Neither of us know, do we?
But
No.
what can we do about it?
Speculate for hours. Here we go.
Next topic.
Do you think he's going to see a sexy lady and he's going to turn into a wolf
It's
and
not
his
really
jaw's going to open and his tongue's going to roll
It's not
out?
really
of
that kind of
Right.
genie. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. We had our first look at Batwoman, Ruby Rose.
Okay. Is that an official photo?
I believe so, yes.
Cool. All right.
Looks good.
Does look good.
The hair is impractical, but it's a comic book aspect of it.
Yeah.
So the hair's a wig
Yes.
stitched into the mask,
Yeah.
I assume. Well, that's what it was also in the Batman 66. Remember that? She had the blonde
Oh, that's
wig
right. Yeah.
stitched
Okay.
into the helmet.
Uh-huh.
But
yeah.
what do you think, though?
Looks good. I think
Yeah.
it looks. Yeah. And comic accurate. They haven't toned it down or anything, so that's nice.
Do you think it's gonna be good, though?
I hope it's good.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's high praise.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that they've gone. Is this CW?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I appreciate they've gone full comic book character straight away.
Yes.
It's not like, well, first she's the mysterious shadow, and then for a season, and then she's the red blur, and then she's
Yeah,
spooky ghost woman, and then she's the devil bat of Gotham City, and then she's whatever.
But I guess you
and
have
then
to...
the last frame, she's Batwoman, and then the
Yeah.
series ends.
But I guess you have to do it this way because Batman must exist.
Yeah, right.
So
uh-huh.
she'd have a proper costume because she would have been doing it for a while, presumably.
Yeah, sure.
So Batman is in this universe. They've hinted at it before, but who knows whether he's going to show up? Maybe,
Maybe.
but maybe not. I don't have anything else to say about that. But it looks good. It's one of the better looking.
I agree.
suits. But again, we haven't seen it in motion. Maybe in motion, it's like the Tin Man suit. It doesn't work at all.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we can't really jump to any
No
conclusions.
conclusions.
Let's not jump.
Okay.
But let's jump into this.
Oh.
Okay, we are jumping.
Okay,
I've
I'm ready.
changed my mind. Black Panther 2 is happening. Ryan Coogler will return to direct.
Mm-hmm.
But how are they going to make a Black Panther 2 when Black Panther is a pile of ash?
Whoa.
So,
And again, I take issue with that. I don't think anybody who was killed in Infinity War turned to ash. They turned to nothing.
well, it looked like ash.
See,
first.
that's the thing, because the first when Winter Soldier turns to ash, nothingness.
Yeah.
You nearly tricked me. He does it on a pile of leaves, so it looks like he's turning to ash.
But the rest of them are breaking up and...
But then
yeah,
it just
they do.
dissolves to
You're
nothing.
right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Mhm, yeah.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are they going to do it?
I mean, you'll bring it back in the next
Well, yeah,
one.
for sure they will. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
unless they do it without him.
Yeah,
But
I mean, that
they could. There's enough people.
Yeah.
There's enough interesting characters in that movie that you probably could.
Yeah, I mean, because we don't know at this point the Phase 4 movies. Are they all gonna be post Avengers 4 and everybody who's coming back to life has come back to life, or is it gonna be are some gonna be set before and it's
Yeah.
just people crying?
I hope so.
Yeah, right. Is there gonna be in Spider-Man Far From Home? Is it just gonna cut back to just New York and Aunt May's just crying every 10 minutes? Oh, Peter, he's dead. Where's Peter?
You turn to ash or nothing.
I'm so hideous. I'm Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, maybe. They could also reset the timeline before the events of Black Panther, so Killmonger's back or something.
They could do
They
that.
could do any number of things.
It's true.
Yeah, so I think this will probably be a good one, I'd imagine.
Me too.
And Michael B. Jordan's currently filming Creed 2. Or no, he would have been finished by now. Which looks great.
Mm-hmm.
We played a Rocky game, didn't we, for an upcoming Caravan of
This is
Garbage?
the Master System one?
Mason, don't give away
Okay.
which Master System Rocky game we played.
Okay.
Please.
Surely there's only one.
There is, yes.
Okay, yeah.
But no, this is hardly surprising at all that
Mm-hmm.
both of these, that this is happening. This movie and this director is coming back.
Yeah, right, uh-huh.
Yeah, even though you wouldn't like it.
No, I would like
He
it.
would like it, everybody.
I
He's
like-
changed his tune for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Look, I did, for the record, I didn't change my tune. But for this additional record, I reserve the right to change my tune at any moment for any reason.
Okay,
Even
good.
during an episode.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tune changing, expect it.
Mhm.
Or don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have Far From Home news?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What is it? There's a new suit.
There is a new suit.
Yeah.
It's red and black.
I like it a lot.
I like it too.
I like it.
I like it too.
Both of us like
we
it.
like it. But it's a scene with either Tom Holland or his stunt double.
Yep.
Seems to
I
be
think it is Tom Holland in this one.
Okay,
You can
great.
see out of the eyes,
And
but sorry.
seems to be rescuing Zendaya out of
Yes.
some sort of situation. So does that mean
You mean Mary Jane?
That's right.
Didn't like that weird twist ending.
No, me neither.
Just make her Mary Jane.
It's fine.
What
yeah.
like it just seemed like a real tacked on kind of.
Yeah, really.
Anyway,
did.
sorry, go
Yeah.
on.
So does that mean it's a scene set in America? Is it a
I
scene?
think they all go on a trip to London.
Yeah, I know, but is this before or after? Because
good.
this is now 2 suits we've seen him wear for this.
This must be like the second later on suit,
Yeah,
right?
right,
Because
uh-huh.
normally how it works is you have your original suit at the start.
That's right.
And then you get a cooler suit towards
Yeah.
the end. You've seen Batman and Robin.
I've seen Batman and Robin. Absolutely, I have.
Gets his ice
Yeah,
suit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I've seen Batman Forever.
Yeah,
Where he has
you-
the regular suit and then he has the sonar suit.
Sonar suit. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. If you like Batman Forever, I've got a video coming up soon that you might be very interested in. So I won't give it away, Mason.
All right.
But it's coming up, and I
Ooh.
think it's a good one.
Did we record it?
No, this is just me. I had to do it without you. It was such a good idea that I couldn't let you ruin it.
That's fair. It's all right. I wouldn't trust me either.
That's next Sunday, I
If you
think.
could just give me a list of your upcoming projects and I'll help you. I'll tick off the ones that I should be involved in and the ones that I'll ruin.
Good idea.
But yeah, the new suit looks good.
I think it looks great.
It was. People are upset a little bit that it's red and black, but it was red and black briefly. I think maybe in the 90s.
It has been. I think is the Norman Osborn one, not Norman Osborn, Doc Ock one.
That is red and black.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe it's that.
But when at a certain point in the 90s, I think it was Mark Bagley was the artist, and it was red. I don't know if it was an attempt to make him seem more. I think maybe it was like red and black's more hip at the time, so it was red and black for a while.
I
but-
think it really works.
Yeah, I think so
I mean,
too.
again, we won't know until it's in motion. Maybe
Mhm.
it's like the Tin Man suit, which we've suspected for a long time.
That's correct. Yes.
But no, I think it looks terrific,
Mhm.
and I'll never stop saying that. Unlike you, I don't change my opinion.
Never gonna change
I'm
that opinion.
steadfast in
That's
everything
right.
I've ever thought.
That suit looks
Contrary
great.
to any information.
You had
coming
fun
my
with
way.
Justice League.
We all did.
No. That's wrong. It's wrong, the thing you've said.
Speaking of Marvel news, though, we also
Yes.
had a Thor and Rocket's new spacesuit.
So this was
It's a
a
leak.
leak from some action figures, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you think? A lot of people don't like them.
A lot of people are like, why does Thor need a spacesuit?
Well, it
He's
depends
from
what he-
space.
Yeah, it also depends what he's doing. Can he actually breathe in space?
Well, Loki seemed to do it for a while. for a
That's
really
true. He
long time.
was.
That being said, though, I had
Loki's
this thought the
magic.
other day because I rewatched Infinity War.
Oh yeah,
There's a scene in
still good.
Yeah, still good.
Mm.
When Thanos kills Loki, spoiler alert.
You mean Loki?
Yes, Loki.
Mm.
when
That's how I first read it, so I
Loki-
can't change
you
my
can't
opinion.
change your opinion. Yeah.
I've Lokied it in.
When he kills him, he says no resurrections this time. What's he referring to there?
because he keeps coming back.
No, but I mean,
Do you think he's brought him back before?
I think maybe because at the end of
Bringing up this suit.
okay, cool. Because at the end of at the end of
He dies at the first Thor.
the first Thor, he gets thrown out into space,
Yes.
where presumably he's retrieved by Thanos.
Yes.
So maybe he survives in space, but maybe he didn't, and Thanos brought him back from the dead.
Depends, but I don't think Thanos had any stones at that point.
Yeah.
But there's other ways to bring people back.
That's what I'm talking about.
But he's also like he pretended to die in Ragnarok not Ragnarok, the other one,
Uh,
Dark
Dark World.
as well. So who bloody knows?
Yeah.
Also, we don't know whether these are a spacesuit. It could be like a tactical suit.
Could be. Yeah.
We don't really. And Rocket's got a little one as well.
Yeah, exactly. Could be force fields.
Yeah.
Could be.
Could be Iron Man suits,
Could be. Yeah.
like variations on.
Could be. Yeah.
Anyway, I like different suits.
I also like different.
I don't
suits.
mind seeing a different suit. You sell
Yeah.
a different action figure. That's
Yeah.
what they did in Batman and Robin.
That's
what they did in Batman, Forever.
Returns forever.
And Returns, they had a different suit.
It's a different
Actually,
suit.
because I was going through, I like that. I've said before that I don't like the Batman Return suit. I think the Batman Return suit is great. I've changed my tune.
You said you're a man who
This
never.
is the one thing.
Wow.
Because I was going through a lot
Are you
of...
sure? Because I'm going to give you one gimme where you're allowed
This
to
is what I
change-
wanna use it
This
on.
is the hill you're going to die
This
on.
is the hill.
Is the Michael Keaton movie Batman Returns.
it's
the
a
Batman,
great
the
suit.
Batman Returns suit.
It's real, like the lines on it are really like Art Deco and it's not
Okay.
the weird muscles.
Yeah, okay,
It's
right.
really good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's got the cape that turns into glider wings.
Yeah, it does. Well, so does the first one.
No, it
but it's
doesn't.
less... Yes,
No,
it
it doesn't.
does.
No, it doesn't.
He is in the first one,
No, he
doesn't he?
doesn't. No.
What are you talking about?
No, he doesn't.
What do you mean?
He falls off the roof
That
in the
cannot be
first one.
true. Surely you jest.
No, not jesting.
How could you say such
No,
a
I'm
thing?
just saying it's true.
I wish I...
Batman Returns, he does the thing where he's on the rooftop and
I
he goes,
can't change my
"Ka-ching,
mind off this,
ka-ching,
Mason.
ka-ching," and then
I
he's
can't
got the
change my
wings.
mind. I have to insist that it happened in the
Oh, okay,
first
right.
one.
Good. All right. Good.
Okay?
Yep.
Sorry, I used my
Terrific.
one.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying Batman Returns is a good movie.
It's not.
It ain't. But I do love that suit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What are we talking about? I've lost my train of thought.
The-
Thor and
Yeah.
rocket suits. Yeah, okay.
So that's all good stuff.
Surely it's something Rocket's built for a specific purpose.
It looks too slick and sleek, though. He's more kind of makeshift, weird bombs and...
That's true,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
But, maybe he's...
I'm not saying he couldn't do
yeah.
it.
This seems to me, if I had to make a speculation, and I do. I don't.
You
but I'd
do.
like to. If I want to make this episode spicy, you know. I reckon they're on some... I reckon it's some sort of...
It's going to make or break the episode.
I know,
Next thing
right?
you're going to say.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say it. I reckon it's some sort of. It's some sort of they're on the outside of a spaceship and they've got to
Yeah,
do some sort of
that makes
heist
sense.
situation.
Heist situation. Yeah, okay.
And maybe Thor doesn't really need it, but he's
He's a good sport about it.
yeah, he's a good sport about it.
Does Thor breathe in space?
Do you think he has a spacesuit for his axe?
It doesn't look like he does.
No, that's a shame.
Looking at the picture.
Well, maybe that's a secret they're storing up.
Also, you don't need to be worthy to wield that axe. It doesn't
Really?
have-
So any of us could do it?
Anyone can do it. Well, not
Cool.
any. It's still pretty heavy, so probably not us.
All right. No, as a team, probably.
No.
Wow. Come on.
Stronger men.
Wow,
Stronger,
alright.
braver, better men.
Okay. Sure. All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
All right. We're gonna.
Do you think he's ever gonna get Mjolnir back?
Maybe he'll be resurrected. I don't think it's necessary anytime.
No, neither do I.
soon.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, maybe. I mean, it happens in the comics. It breaks and comes back.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
whatever,
Uh-huh.
So, you know. Okay. There's more Marvel news, but we might come back to it because we've got some trailers to talk about.
That's right.
Specifically, Pet Sematary first.
Yep.
It's a remake of the movie Pet Sematary, which I have seen, and the book Stephen King's, because it's all Stephen King all the time now.
It is. It really
Yeah.
is. He's having a renaissance. Not that he
Renaissance.
ever went away.
No, not really.
No.
But what are his recent books? Because the ones that people know seem to be like the 80s and 90s ones.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, are there any recent ones that are like, as known as like It or
I don't.
Pet
I mean,
Sematary?
certainly among Stephen King fans, you would imagine so.
King Heads.
Yeah. King
Hits.
hits. yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's published 58 novels. Did you know that?
But that's actually, I thought it would be more, to be honest.
Right, same.
But that's not including short stories and whatever.
That doesn't include around 200 short stories.
Okay, that makes more
Yeah,
sense to me,
right.
yeah. And his son writes as well, is that right?
His son is, I believe, Joe.
Joe King.
No, Joe Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. who I believe is also a writer, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we bloody go.
Here we go.
Bibliography, here we go.
His name is Joseph King, his real name. So
Yes.
his name is Joe King.
Yeah, you'd change it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All right, novels. Here we go. 1974, Carrie.
Yep. You're going to read
1975
58 novels?
Salem's Lot.
I don't want to do this.
1977, The Shining and Rage.
Don't know what Rage is. Based on the video game?
No.
Based off the TV show from ABC.
Yeah, the music
show.
video too. No, actually, Rage, he doesn't like being published anymore because it's about school shootings.
Oh, really?
So he had it deleted, basically.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so they don't...
Well, thanks for bringing that up.
No
into the
problem.
light again.
I'll skip a few. 1983, Pet Sematary. Christine, Cycle of the Werewolf.
Don't know what that is.
It's a werewolf. He goes on a...
Penny farthing.
Yeah, he goes on a penny farthing, exactly.
Okay.
I'll skip a few more. 1997, The Dark Tower 4, Wizard and Glass. 1998, Bag of Bones. It's just about the time Stephen King wandered around his town with a bag of bones.
What kind of bones were they?
Chicken bones? He'd eaten a chicken, and there was no
Bin.
bin anywhere. So he just had this bag of bones.
At least he didn't litter. A lot of people would have just thrown that on the
Well,
ground.
it's about his moral quandary. Does he
Yeah.
throw away the bag of bones?
Spoiler alert.
He doesn't, because he's a good man in the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
He eats those bones. He
That's
eats
right.
them
Yeah,
all.
he eats them all. Exactly. Yeah. Also, the mayor's the devil or something.
Of course, the mayor is.
Yeah.
Hit him with
okay.
that bag of bones, mate.
Okay. Right. Okay. 2015 Finders Keepers. I don't think that's... There's a movie called Finders Keepers, but I don't think it's related.
Yeah.
2014 Mr. Mercedes.
A man who turns into a car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the sequel to Carrie. And then... No, it's the sequel to... What's the one with the... Christine? It's a sequel to Christine.
Yeah.
And
That's what I thought you meant.
and
Anyway,
Christine
yeah.
and Mr. Mercedes get married at the end.
That's nice.
It's really nice.
It's the start of the Cars universe.
Yeah, he's softened towards the end. They paid him a lot of money to tie it all in. Okay, 2017, Gwendy's Button Box.
Okay.
No, never heard of
That's
it.
not to say any of these are bad.
No, I don't know.
I imagine he's pretty consistent.
Okay, 2017, Sleeping Beauties with Owen King, who's his other kid,
All right.
also a writer. 2018, The Outsider and Elevation, the U2 album.
Elevation.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Mason.
Yes?
You two are crap.
Wow, you're going to stick by that forever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's-
like some of the early stuff, but it's mostly just been songs like Elevation.
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vertigo.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
I
It's the same
understand.
kind of...
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Anyway, Pet Sematary trailer. What do you think?
Is that Joel Edgerton? Is that an
No,
Edgerton?
it's the other Australian. It's the John Connor.
Oh, what's his face? Doesn't matter.
Ryan Seacrest. No.
It's not Ryan Seacrest.
Jason Clark.
There we go, yes.
Yeah.
It's not an
Australian
Edgerton.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
He was one of the John Connors.
There we go,
He was the
yeah.
last one we saw.
Uh-huh.
It's spooky time. It's a spooky time.
Looks
do you
like
know
a
the
spooky
Do you know
time.
the story of this?
There's a pet cemetery.
But basically, anything you bury in there, whether it be man or beast, or car, or Mr. Mercedes,
Ooh.
they will return. But when they come back, they're mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if they were mean already? Double mean?
They're double mean, I guess. Wow. Yeah, that's right.
It's the spookiest thing of all.
Yeah, if you buried those mean girls, they'd
They'd
be
be
twice
so
as sassy.
mean. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. On Wednesdays, we wear pink and we're murderers.
But is this something that intrigues you?
Not especially.
Oh, really? I thought it looked really good. Yeah.
No, look, it does look good.
Yeah.
But
Does it?
no, it does.
Okay.
But again, not really a horror guy. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you're more horror than you think you are.
Oh.
We're going to do a horror episode next week. We can't do the new Halloween because it's not out here yet. And both of us can't go to the screening. But... Well,
Also, the screening comes after the episode.
we could just make it.
Oh, I see,
if
right.
But we can't.
Okay, good.
If we could both attend on the day, but we can't.
We can't. And that's a firm we can't.
So I want to do just horror films that favorite horror films, or even least favorite ones.
Okay.
And I got a few in mind that I'm not like a slasher, like 80s Jason Voorhees kind of Freddy Krueger kind of horror person.
Yeah, right,
But there's some more recent ones, especially which I quite like a lot.
Great, okay.
So,
all right. Maybe
yeah.
I'll change my tune, as I am allowed to, and will, and often do.
And I won't.
Okay,
Because I use my one on
Okay,
Batman Returns.
so here's the... There we go. So the novel Elevation, Stephen King. Let's see. It takes place in the fictional town of Castle Rock, which I believe a lot of his novels
right.
do. The main character faces a mysterious illness causing bizarre effects on his body and making him rapidly lose weight, even if he appears healthy on the outside.
Isn't that one called Thinner?
He also did Thinner. I don't know, but this isn't a Gypsy Curse. This is something else. But it's the second sentence that is more interesting. He also tries fixing a dire situation involving a lesbian couple trying to open a restaurant surrounded by a disapproving public.
Those things go together.
I think they do, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the lesbians are causing his weight loss?
I don't know.
Yeah,
What
right.
kind of restaurant is it? What kind of food do they
Doesn't
cook?
say.
Is it a paleo diet?
Doesn't say.
Is it a vegan diet?
It's a dire situation, though, it
Yeah.
says. So,
Is it the all meat diet that a lot of people are doing these days?
might be.
Carnivore
No.
diet.
Maybe.
I wouldn't do that if I was anybody listening
Back
to
yourself
this.
up.
I just mean just eat some vegetables. Don't just eat meat.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'd watch that book.
Yeah. Joe Hill wrote Lock and Key. That's why I knew the name.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Stephen King's kid. There we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought he was joking.
You've done it again.
Thank you. I have. And you know what else has done it again?
Who's that?
M. Night Shyamalan. He has a trailer for Glass, a
Uh-huh.
new trailer.
Yep.
I started watching it. I think I got about halfway through, and then I had to do something else, and I didn't return to it. Does he do the dog run?
He does the dog run, yeah. So I think what's happened here is the previous trailer seemed to imply that
He couldn't do the dog run?
yes, it did imply that he couldn't do the dog run. So the first trailer implied that potentially all the superhero stuff and supervillain stuff that the characters had done was maybe all in their heads
Yeah.
and what's going on there. But basically this new one's like, nah, you've got the stuff.
He can do the dog run.
You can do the dog run if you want, if you really want. So basically, this trailer seems to give away a lot of the plot points and
I'm
a
glad
lot
I
of
stopped
where it's
watching
going to
it
go
then.
yet. Well,
Okay.
how much of this do you want to know?
I don't care. Whatever.
Okay, well, basically...
There'll still be a twist, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, they're all put into this. They're all put into the institution, and then the lady scientist has a room where she can activate the dude's different personalities.
Oh, yeah.
All the splits different.
Oh, that's I saw
personalities.
that part with the flashing
Yeah,
lights,
exactly.
yeah.
And then Glass realizes that he's got a potential to cause some ruckus.
Yeah.
So he breaks into the room and he activates the beast. And the beast escapes using his dog run. And then they're like, well, the only person who can stop him is Bruce Willis.
But he can't do the dog run.
He can't do the dog run, exactly, yeah.
He's just a 65-year-old
Yeah.
man who can bench press a lot.
Exactly. What's the beast's actual name? What's his real name?
I think it's the Beast.
No, the actor's name.
Oh, James McAvoy.
There we go.
Yeah.
You see McAvoy's butt? Did you see his butt?
I didn't see that far.
You missed
I'm
out.
going to save that for the cinema.
Okay. You want to see
Hopefully
a
IMAX.
man crawling around on a wall nude?
Yes!
Then, wow, cool. Well, you missed out then.
So he can do two things.
Yep.
You can crawl on a wall and do a
Yep.
dog run.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Glass's plot seems to be, once again, it's like, you've got to prove you're a real hero, Bruce Willis, so I'm going to set the beast loose and you can get him. And then you're a real hero.
And I'm in this wheelchair.
I'm still in a wheelchair. I still don't really have any powers.
Yeah. We should do an episode on those previous movies before this one comes out. Is it out this
Yuck.
year?
Yeah.
Yuck.
No, I think maybe it's 2019.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I'm not sure of anything.
No, that's true. You're not. Yeah, it is 2019. January. Okay, it's pretty early on. We're one of our first episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I just can't wait to see that dog run on the big screen.
It really goes all out. Is that McAvoy, do you think?
Doing the dog run?
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever tried to do that?
Oh.
It's really hard.
Were
After
you,
the show.
were you inspired by the movie Split to attempt a dog run? Where'd you do it, in a field?
Yeah, you're going to do it in an open field.
Well, you need a lot of room if you're going to properly dog run.
That's
There's
right.
no room here.
There's no room in this regular room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to jump back into the Marvel universe, Mason.
Ooh.
The Kraven movie, apparently, this came out after.
I thought that was going to be an incredible segue. You were like, there's going to be a kangaroo movie coming out.
I wish.
Marvel's the kangaroo.
Marvel's the kangaroo. The Kraven movie. Well, there's a video up on the channel that says that we talk about all the Spider-Man spin-offs that are happening. There's too many.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Most of them will not be good or made. But the Kraven one, you can check that out. It's on the bloody MrSunnyMovies.youtube.
And this one might be the one that has the Spider-Man cameo or something?
Yes. So this Richard Wenk is writing it. It's going to be
Wenksy.
Wenksy. It's going to be based on Kraven's last hunt, and he's going to come face to face with Spider-Man.
Whoa.
So if this,
a Spider-Man.
well, that's true. But if this is, maybe this could be the Homecoming 3. Maybe this could be Sony yanking Spider-Man away from wanking Spider-Man away
come
from.
on.
No, it's his
Wanking,
name.
right? Yeah, all right.
Away from because it's theirs, and they could. I don't know when the.
I mean, it's not theirs. They have
Sorry, they
they
have it.
They have it.
They have it hostage.
They stole it away in an unfair deal decades ago, and they will not let it go.
yeah.
Even though they've been nothing but terrible movies out of it.
Venom was it wasn't second week box office, not too bad.
All right,
Yeah,
still hanging in there.
which is good if you want to see more of those.
I don't.
Well,
Oh, wait, I established we do, right? Because I'd see a sequel to that probably.
I agree with whatever I said last week. I will not deviate from that.
I think we said last week we'd see a sequel, but if it's not a lot better,
Yeah.
then we won't see a third one.
Yes, we will. We'll see them
we'll
all.
see a third one.
We'll see
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Won't it be a relief when one of us dies, when we don't have to do the show, and then we don't have to see every crap film that comes out?
Oh, it'd be so good. Whoever's still alive would just show up at the other one's grave and just sit there and just enjoy the sunshine and just be like, and somebody had come up to us and they'd be like, "Hey, old man, you okay there?"
Oh, we have to do it that long? It's going to be old? Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. Well, it's depressing, but go on.
But then you'd just be like, "Yeah, not seeing a Venom sequel."
Feeling good.
And they would understand, you know?
They would understand.
And that kid would be inspired to also not see a Venom sequel.
Oh, wow. Let's start a revolution.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I want to see this story. I don't trust Sony to do it.
Also, yeah.
Because I think
correct,
even
yeah.
if you liked Venom, the movie, and you like that character, that's not the best version of that.
No, absolutely not, no.
So, I don't know. People have also said Henry Cavill as
Craven.
I like that. No?
I don't like it at all.
Have we talked about that?
Well, he's got a great mustache. We know he can do a great mustache.
That we know. He's got a great chest. It's one of the
That's
best in the biz.
yeah.
He's probably got that line in that V. He definitely
I
does.
definitely, yeah, he's got the.
What about this?
Oh, no, see, I see him more as a tree trunk kind of man.
Okay.
He's got a tree trunk torso.
Okay, what about this?
Yes.
Justin Theroux.
What? Why? Does he
As
also have a
Kraven.
good mustache?
Yeah, yes.
All
He
right.
can do a mustache.
Why do you say that?
The Leftovers. He's in The Last Jedi. He's the other coder.
Oh, all right.
You know him, right?
I'm aware of him. He's in Maniac.
Yeah, is
Yeah,
he? I haven't
yeah.
seen it.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Also wrote Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. So what about him? Look at his bod. Can you Google his bod?
I'll Google Justin Theroux bod.
Or Louis Theroux, whatever. I'll take any
maybe
of
I'm
the
thinking
Therouxs.
maybe I'm thinking of Louis Theroux's bod.
Have you seen The Leftovers?
No, I saw a couple episodes and I'm like, I must get back
No,
to that.
it's
but I
great.
wasn't-
You should definitely watch
bod.
it. Yeah. He's got one of the best bods.
It's not a bad bod.
He's got one of the best bods in the game.
No, see, but I
Not
think
big enough? Too lithe?
Yeah, he's a bit lithe. I want him
Okay.
to be broader.
Okay.
Of the two,
You want somewhere between Cavill and Theroux.
yeah, I think so.
God, this guy loves a hat.
He's wearing sunglasses, a shirt, no shirt, and a hat.
But all sorts of different hats, though.
Yeah, right.
If
Yeah,
you type in
wow.
Justin Theroux bod, it's just a montage of him wearing
Do you
wacky
think?
hats.
Do you think somebody came at him like Tropic Thunder era and was like, "Look at this scrawny little rider," and he's like, "Well, I'm not going to be a scrawny. I'm going to be a big buff man with a hat."
I think that kind of musculature,
Yeah,
that's like 10 years.
really wow.
Yeah. Of just like not eating bread.
That's
Yeah.
What kind of a life does he have then?
The best life, Mason.
Disagree.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So anyway, Glass looks. What were we talking? No, what were we? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yes. Craven.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I don't have that much faith in Sony doing
No,
a good job of
absolutely
it.
not,
Because I
no.
feel like their one contribution to Homecoming was the title cards, and they fucked that up like straight away. They threw out the date of the MCU.
Oh, they did. That's true.
immediately.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That wasn't a Marvel mistake.
And also,
I'd
I
imagine.
think Kraven is sort of an unknown quantity because there's not we've not seen him in any other movies
Yeah.
or anything. Like he's not been in a big video game or anything like that. So
Yeah, he has.
Was he?
Yeah, some couple of Spider-Man ones. There was one. Anyway, it doesn't
Not in
matter.
recent,
but
memory.
not like a. Yeah, not the one that anybody remembers well or fondly or at all. Yeah.
So they're in uncharted territory, which means they're going to mess it up.
Uncharted, you know who would be good for it? The character of Nathan Drake.
Nathan
You
Drake
put a
would make-
mustache on him. You put him in a lion vest that's split down the middle.
Yep.
You probably don't need to up the polygons too much. It's got pretty good texture.
Yeah. Right.
And then just get him out there in the
Do you
jungle.
think they're going to do full lion vest?
They have to.
I think so.
What?
But is it going to look weird in real life?
Has it got eyes on it, that lion vest?
Yeah, I think so.
Does that mean he
Googly ones.
Does that mean he kept... It does.
When he runs, they rattle up and down.
Does that mean he put the eyes back in? He must have. They must be like glass eyes or something that he put in.
Why do you say so?
Well, because the real lion eyes wouldn't last. They'd rot away.
But the whole thing would rot away.
No, not the pelt.
Right.
It's like a bearskin rug or a
yeah.
lion vest.
Uh-huh. Maybe he gets fresh eyes every time he goes out.
You might have to. What a goofy looking villain. Look at his pants. Look at his cheetah pants.
See? Yeah. So you've also got to find a man who'll look good in like cheetah print leggings.
I think Thoreau could do it.
Yeah.
Louis Thoreau.
Yeah.
You know, hard hitting journalism.
Yep. And then
Tight fitting cheetah pants.
delicious.
That's what I'm saying. All right, last bit of news, but this
Okay,
is very interesting. We're way too far into this episode. You got to go to work soon.
I do.
We have.
It's all right, we're
really
going to burn
botched
through
this.
the topic and then...
Okay, good. James Gunn will write and possibly direct Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be a completely fresh take.
Yeah.
Marvel said, "You're out the door, Gunn," and DC said, "We'll take anyone."
You're in the door, Gun.
Except luckily, they got someone
who's good, yeah.
So this could be a really big turning point.
And I believe Dave Bautista was like, I'll come along as well.
Yeah.
Who do you think he'd be good as? That's all right. I'll step in here.
Please do.
I'll step in here. I thought maybe Solomon Grundy.
Okay.
Or, how about this?
Yeah.
Bizarro Superman.
Is that? I mean, he could definitely do that, but would you want to give him more range?
Yeah, okay, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just thinking of Enormous Man.
Enormous Man, yeah.
Blockbuster is another guy.
Which one's he? I'm just looking up the
Blockbuster's like
team. I need to go through the
Blockbuster's
team.
like a crime boss, and he was like he's like enormous and super strong, but really dumb. And then he sold his soul to Neron, and then he got super smart as well.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know what his current status is, but
Yeah.
for a while he had it all.
He had it.
He had brains and muscles and beauty and a career. Can you imagine having it all?
No. Mm-hmm. There's no one here that really stands out. They used a lot of the known ones for the last movie,
Yeah,
I
right.
guess. But
Are you looking up Suicide Squad members?
yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, he would probably be a good Deadshot, but there is a Deadshot already.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
Yes.
James Gunn famously hates Jared Leto because Jared Leto has allegedly done some very shady stuff with underage girls.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to get into it because I don't have the specifics in front of me, but you can Google that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's well documented. So the Joker won't be coming back.
Right.
They would not get along, those
For
two.
sure,
So
right, yeah.
That's not a thing that's going to happen.
Yeah, right.
So I think you wouldn't. I think it's going to be well different. I think there's some characters that could definitely come back from that movie.
Yep.
I don't think that movie's that bad. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
Certainly not great. But, Will Smith was, if you had him actually do some trick shots,
Yep. In my
Get rid of the crocodile man.
In my official ranking of the DCU movies thus far, Suicide Squad is a solid number 3.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right. Pee and poop at the same time. No,
Is
but it's
that
right in
another-
the middle. It's right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't hate it as much as some other people hate it.
Yeah.
Its biggest crime to me was that it's just dull.
Yep.
So
That's not incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, remember when The Flash showed up? That was really good. That
Whoa.
was great. But then he was in the Justice League, and it was
Whoa.
even better.
Mm-hmm.
Just strength to strength. Both of us agree. The other thing is, what is this? I was talking to Hollywood Pete earlier this week via
yes.
text,
Mhm.
and he said, this could be a turning point where Marvel's going to retire a lot of its heroes
Uh-huh.
in the next few films. I mean, they're bringing in new people as well, and obviously Strange is going to be around for a while. And
Yeah.
others. But this might be like a real boost for DC, and what if their films now become
right.
the popular ones?
I had a thought also that this, and I don't mean to be too alarmist, but I had a thought that this whole situation could be like it could be the beginning of the end for comic book movies, like superhero stuff.
Why do you say that?
Well, just in the sense that, this is kind of the whole Guardians of the Galaxy 3 thing has kind of soured a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's not like a boycott certainly wouldn't work. People aren't going to be
No.
like, I'll never see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because we all have to see it,
Well,
obviously.
not only that, but most people who see these things don't know.
Exactly, yeah. But I feel kind of like, there are some people out there who will see a movie like this 4 or 5 times in the cinema that might be just like,
Yeah.
maybe I'll just see it the once just to say that I saw it.
Yeah,
you know?
right, okay.
And again, obviously the big box office just does come from just regular people who aren't seeing, who don't know the backstory.
But even bigger box offices, people are going back again and again.
But also, like, if Guardians 3 is a movie where people are just going through, the actors are just going through the motions. They don't want to be there because their friend got fired from this movie. But
Yeah.
they're just like, well, I'm contractually obliged. Like, I think people might be able to tell that.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
quite
kind
very
of thing. And they
possible,
might be
yeah.
like, well, I thought this was going to be fun because the other two were fun, but it was not as fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Why did they hire McGee to do this one?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who knows?
It could be.
Mhm.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Mason. I think it's very interesting.
It's
and it
all
could
very
go any number
interesting.
of ways. I mean, it's different to when Joss Whedon came on to Justice League because that movie was finished and they made him shoot some of it again.
Yeah, right, uh-huh.
Change the color palette. I mean, it turned out great, but
It didn't. No, you're wrong.
But-
the only good part of that is the Eastern European family on the run.
that is a good part. That's definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
Among many. But yeah, I mean, he'll probably make a good one, but you kind of need somebody also steering the ship at DC. I don't think it's enough to just be like, I don't know, every third one will be good. I think you need someone like Kevin Feige to be doing it, and it's clearly not Jeff Johns, and it's I don't know, who's running it? Who's running it?
You're right.
Is it me?
No,
If so, I'm
it's
doing a
not you.
terrible job.
You're not there at all. You barely make it into the office.
Okay, Mason, I don't need to tell you this, but I feel like I am going to tell you anyway.
Terrific. I like being told things.
Good. You love a Casper mattress.
I do love a Casper mattress.
You love that it's cleverly designed
Yes.
to mimic human curves,
Love those human curves.
providing supportive comfort for all kinds of bodies, even your weird goblin body. You don't have a weird goblin body, Mason.
No, I do. You
If
can't
anything,
tell.
you're more like a
I'm like a deer,
what's a deer body? What does that mean?
like a gazelle, like
Yeah.
like a lithe gazelle,
Like a lithe gazelle. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you could be hit by a car potentially and keep running.
Yeah.
For a little bit,
and yeah,
but all your organs are all
doesn't
cactus.
matter. I look great. I look great, and I feel good because I've slept well.
Good point. Now you spend over 1/3 of your life sleeping, so you should be comfortable. And the experts at Casper work tirelessly to make a quality sleep surface that cradles your natural geometry in all of the right places.
Mm-hmm.
Breathable design helps you sleep cool and regulates your body temperature throughout the night, which I know I appreciate.
I agree.
Because who likes to sleep hot, Mason?
Not me.
Or cold. You like it to be regulated. Somewhere in the
Sleep
middle.
regular.
Sleep regular. They also have over 20,000 reviews and an average of 4.8 stars across Casper, Amazon, and Google. That's crazy. That might be better ratings than this show.
Definitely. Yeah.
Casper is becoming the internet's favorite mattress. Now, we actually got a tweet about this week, but your favorite part of the Casper experience was the unboxing.
Correct. That's right.
Because it comes in and then you open the box and it unfolds like a
Transformer.
transformer.
In a box.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Except it can't go back in a box. But if you needed to go back in the box, you can be sure of your purchase with Casper's 100-night risk-free sleep on it trial.
You don't like it? Try for 100 nights. You probably will like it. But if 100 nights pass, you still don't like it, they'll come get it.
They'll come get it. Mm-hmm. You actually get $50 off towards selected mattresses by visiting casper.com/theweeklyplanet and using theweeklyplanet at checkout. Terms and conditions do apply, but that's $50 off towards selected mattresses at casper.com/theweeklyplanet and using theweeklyplanet at
Checkout?
checkout. Yeah.
Nice.
Terms and conditions apply. It's time for another ad, Mason. Did you think there was only one ad?
No.
Good.
We discussed it earlier. You said there's definitely going to be 2 ads.
That's right. Mason, why are simple contacts so awesome?
I know the answer.
Okay.
But if you could describe it in your own words,
do
and
that.
then I'll confirm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing you can definitely say of them, it's convenient. Because there are millions of things that demand your time, and contact lenses, by golly, they shouldn't be one of them. Simple Contacts, they let you renew your prescription and reorder your contacts from anywhere in minutes. Your couch,
I'm on the couch.
you could do it from there.
My
The
car, where I
Sorry?
eat most of my lunches
Yes,
in
you
the car.
could definitely from your car.
Yep.
The office, absolutely.
Don't have an office. Thanks for rubbing that in, but all right.
But if you did have one,
I could, couldn't
if you
I?
were such a man,
Oh,
but it's for wherever you are. It's also fast. The Simple Contacts vision test is self-guided and takes less than 5 minutes. Think of how much time you save compared to making an appointment, going to the eye doctor, taking time off, etc. And it's also reliable because it's designed by doctors and licensed ornithologists. What's that word?
ophthalmologist?
Ophthalmologists. Thank you.
I nearly said ornithologist, and I'm like, that's probably not correct. If this is licensed by ornithologists,
And it also saves you money because the vision test only costs $20. And if you compare that to an appointment without insurance, that's easy. $200. Maybe more, maybe less. But probably more.
probably more.
Or around that.
Sure, around that amount,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
still a lot of money.
That's true. So it's a convenience thing. It's a saving thing, essentially. You can get $20 off your first order of contacts at simplecontacts.com/planet20 or enter promo code planet20 at checkout.
What's that again? Are we required to do it again?
We're required to do it again. Get $20 off your first order of contacts at simplecontacts.com/planet20 or enter promo code planet20 at checkout.
Wow!
Also, just to clarify, this isn't a replacement for your full periodic health eye exam, Mason. Mm-hmm. The idea is that they test your current prescription that helps you see 20/20 and then renews those prescriptions.
I see.
Does that make sense?
I love it. Okay, that's good.
That's it. That's simplecontacts.com/planet or promo code planet at checkout. Goodbye. I mean, more show. Should we get on with it?
Yeah, let's get on with it.
Okay, we're going to talk about the Halloween films, but Specifically, we're only going to talk about the first one and the sequel 20 years later, H2O, ignoring 2, 3, which is unrelated, a bunch that happened.
I watched 1 and I watched H20 20 years later, just add water.
Yep.
But I did read the Wikipedia summary of all the ones in the middle, so I can give you some brief.
Great.
Some fill in there if you'd like.
Spoilers for all of these,
Yes.
by the way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, because Halloween's coming up and we got the Halloween sequel coming up, so we're like, well, we'll get in this. I started watching this first one and I went, ooh, it's John Carpenter.
Yes.
This might be a thing. It's not a thing. This movie isn't a thing.
I think you're a bit harsh.
Are you?
Which we'll get into. But
Okay.
what's next after? On this one, you are, not others.
Right. Okay.
But
yeah.
sorry, keep going.
Oh no, I was going to say let's talk about the first one.
Okay, sure.
And then we'll fill in the middle bits.
What? Okay, I agree. It's a dull film a lot of the time. Okay, but this was the first of this kind.
Yeah, I guess
this
that's
kind,
true.
This kind of killer. This kind of suburban. Oh, you're getting your weird big buckled wallet out of your pocket.
Yeah, that's true.
For a second, it looked like you were leaving.
I'm done with this. I upset the dog as well. Sit down again, dog. You can sit down.
Chanel's here. That's why she's.
Okay.
Oh, your microphone fell over, Mason. You really blown it. You had to get your stupid wallet out. You take your shoes off before every episode, but you don't take your dumb wallet out of your pocket.
I should do that, shouldn't
much
I?
easier.
Yeah, that's true. I should.
Yeah, like this was all of these. This kind of movie. This kind of movie didn't exist.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it has the absolute bare bones outline of what these movies could be. I mean,
really does.
It spawned 1,000 imitators.
Yeah.
My question being, should it have?
Some are good.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Some are good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know what is good from this movie?
Yes.
And there's no denying this. The music is terrific.
No, it's not.
That
It's bad.
That-
I hated it.
What are you talking
I
about?
hated it.
You were an idiot.
I hated the fact that what I thought about this movie, watching it last night, was in the dead of night, the spookiest time to
Did you
watch
watch
one of these.
two back to back?
I watched 2 back to back.
Yeah.
That a lot of these scenes would be way more tense if they didn't put the Halloween theme in it, because it's a lot of somebody walking through a house and then it's like, and I'm like,
Okay.
we know the killer's coming.
Okay, maybe the placement of it could be.
And then he's driving along in his little car, and it's like, I'm saying it like that also because this music is also for me iconic, but also instantly forgettable. The tunes,
Really?
the Halloween music, yes.
I think John Carpenter did it as
he
well.
composed it himself, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he can go to hell as far as I'm concerned.
He's made so many good movies.
I know.
This is the thing.
Yeah, but this isn't the thing. This is a different movie. What I think if you're listening here and you want to watch the new Halloween movie and you haven't seen any of the originals, don't see the first one. Just get the summary of what we're going to talk about and then.
I think you should watch it.
All right.
I think it'd give you context.
Let's break it down anyway.
And okay, what's strange from the start? So the boyfriend, because it's set in '63 initially or something like that.
Yes.
Where Michael, that's going to happen a lot.
Is it?
Michael and Jason.
Here's the thing,
Michael
though.
Myers,
I
Jason
don't. I
Voorhees.
understand clearly.
I know they're different.
Clearly,
very different.
Jason Voorhees was inspired by Michael Myers.
And Supernatural.
Yes, but Michael Myers is not even an imposing villain, in my opinion.
Well, that's the thing. He's not supposed to. He is, but he's supposed to be at the shape. That's what they're. He's not supposed to have a proper backstory or rhyme
Yeah.
or reason. He's just. He'll just sit really still for 20 years and then he'll kill you.
Which is, I think, meant to make him seem more scary, but to me, not that scary. He's just a regular dude. He's an inexplicably indestructible regular dude. We'll get to that. but-
Yeah.
So basically, he is as a young boy, as a 6-year-old, I think,
Yeah, something
or
like
a
that.
5-year-old, he kills his sister.
Yes.
His parents come home. It's one Halloween night. His parents return home from where they were having some sort of Halloween shenanigans.
Yeah.
They return. He's killed his sister. And so they lock him up in a mental institution. He doesn't show any signs of improvement for 15 years. And then one day he just escapes.
Yes.
There's never any explanation as how he gets out. He's just all of a sudden out.
Yes.
And he steals a car.
And he didn't say anything for 15 years.
Didn't say anything for 15 years.
Winding it back though, can you imagine seeing this for the first time
Yes.
and that killer being revealed to be like a boy who just looks like that?
Okay, that was kind of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can't. I mean, you get the sense that he is because you see it from his point of view that it clearly is supposed to be someone young because they're short.
Right. Uh huh.
But then you see his face and he's just like this
Little boy.
little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the boyfriend, they go upstairs to have sex, and the boyfriend's back down in like 30 seconds. He's like, see you later, babe.
Yeah,
Like,
right, that's true. Yeah.
Good job.
Good job,
Well
buddy.
done, mate.
Yeah. Well, that was
That was the era.
That
That's
was
how
the
you
era,
did
yeah.
it.
That's how you did it back then.
But when the kid's stabbing his sister, there's no. What does annoy me is there's no stab wounds, or there's just someone smears blood on themselves.
Yeah, right,
And then they're like, they fall over.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you need to see the knife going into somebody or necessarily.
No, I need to see the knife going in.
But it just when they're lying on the ground dead, it's just somebody covered in paint.
Yeah, right.
You know? So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this follows what basically we have a number of narratives happening in this movie. We have Michael Myers very, very slowly making it back to his hometown. There we go. And then we have Dr. Loomis, who is the guy who looked after him.
Donald Pleasance.
Who
He's the best.
I guess.
Actor, he's great.
He's fine.
He's in The Great Escape.
Yeah, I know. And he's following Michael Myers
Yes.
from the asylum to his hometown.
Yep.
Completely unable to get any help from the authorities along the way, despite the fact that this dude is leaving a trail of bodies.
But he's not. Because to everybody else, he killed one person, then he's in jail. Like, he does kill the guy, the car owner, but nobody finds the body.
It's right there.
It's right there, but he doesn't find it.
But you could but Loomis calls the police and he's like, this guy's on the loose. And they're like, we'll believe it when we see it. And you'll be like, well,
He broke out.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, I think he's exaggerating. I don't understand how he drew the conclusion that he's that much of a killer. Because he just didn't say anything for 15 years. He's like,
Yeah.
I spent 8 years trying to reach him. And then I realized that he was a shit bloke through and through. So I spent 7 years trying to keep him locked up forever. And then he broke out. But none of his actions in that time indicate that he was anything other than just catatonic.
Well, because he didn't have a chance to murder anybody.
Yeah, but I'd imagine in the asylum he could have.
Oh,
You know?
all right.
But why? I don't...
Are you saying that Michael Myers is a good bloke?
No, I'm not saying he's a good bloke. He's clearly not. But I'm saying I don't think there's enough to suggest that he's anything other than just like a catatonic lunatic.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
Because he just doesn't do anything for 15 years.
But then he does murders.
He does like 3 murders. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Which is not a lot of murders.
No, that's
when
true.
you think about it. I mean, it's more than us by
a couple of
at least
murders.
half.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
couple of murders.
yeah.
We done a 1.5 murders.
1.5 murders. Yeah.
Wow. Parallel. And so then we've got Michael Myers slowly going back to his hometown.
Yes.
And then we have a group of brave women in their mid to late 20s who are still finishing high school.
Yes. Though Jamie Lee Curtis was 19 when they filmed
Okay,
this,
right,
or 18 when they filmed this, yeah.
I don't know how old the rest of them are, but they look like they're in their mid to
They
late
all do.
20s.
But also, everybody looked older because people dress like that as adults.
Yeah, right,
Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
for
not-
sure, right.
So I think you see those clothes and you're like, look at these 40-year-old people.
Right,
Yeah, so you didn't buy that any of them were school kids and whatever.
Absolutely not.
And I really didn't like how it kind of drives home if you don't do anything but study and look after kids, if you even hint at that you're going to do drugs or have sex, then you deserve
you
to be
are gonna
murdered.
die, exactly. Yeah.
And you deserve it.
Yeah.
Because Jamie Lee Curtis in this is nothing but a virtuous, hard-working lass.
that's right, yeah.
But her friends, they drink too much and they're having the marijuana or whatever.
Oh my god, the 70s, the late 70s, you could just drink a beer while driving a car. You could smoke a joint while driving a car. Incredible.
It may have been illegal, but nobody cared.
You could just go to have sex with your girlfriend and get out of your van and just leave the van door open on the street and then go into a house.
30 seconds and you're out of
Then
here.
you're out. I guess that's true. Keep the engine running. You're right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So there's also a kid that she's looking after who's getting bullied. I just made note of this. I don't know why, but he's being bullied and the kids are like, the boogeyman's going to get you. And he's like, leave me alone. But he's carrying a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Did he bring it to school?
Yeah, he's Pumpkin Boy.
Yeah, but
That's his trademark look.
But pumpkins are really heavy, especially for a pumpkin that size for a kid that small. Was he just going to carry that pumpkin home? Like, I don't understand what.
Maybe there's a pumpkin patch. Here's the thing. I mean,
schools now do that, but I don't think it was something they did in the 70s.
I bet there's a pumpkin patch on his way to school, but it closes early. So he had to get it before school and then carry it around at school so he could take it home and carve that pumpkin later.
That actually makes sense.
Makes
to
a
me.
lot of sense, doesn't it? Yeah.
I don't think that's even a stupid theory. I think that's
It's a great...
really valid.
It's my best theory yet.
It might just be.
The Halloween pumpkin patch theory.
Yes. The first jump scare of this has no music, which I like, where you see Michael Myers behind a hedge, and then he disappears.
Yes.
He's really good, especially in H2O. I was about to call it the second one. I'm just going to call it the second
Yeah,
one.
right.
He'll stand there, and then when you look away or the camera looks away, then he'll disappear.
I knew a guy like that in high school.
What?
He would just what he would do. His thing was he was incredible at the dash. So he would wait till you looked away, and then he would just run for the nearest piece of cover, and then just hide, and it would appear as if he just disappeared.
Who was
I
that?
can't remember.
You don't remember the guy?
Michael something. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good guy?
Seemed alright.
Weirdo?
Yes.
His name was Michael something.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That's what you don't see. You don't see him do the dash, but he must be doing the dash.
Yeah.
In this.
Yeah, he must be. Yeah.
But the first
But
jump.
he's too slow. That's the thing. How does he do it?
Well, that's the thing. I think he does. I think he's not. So he does the. So she runs into the cop, and that's the
I
first
think it's
jump
just
scare.
inconsistent.
Yeah, well, it's probably just that. But he'd
Yeah.
have to be running. But she runs into the cop, and I think that's a decent jump scare.
Okay. Yeah.
The Thing's in it. They're watching The Thing, but it's the crap version. What do you think of the kills in general in this movie?
They're very, very dull.
There's the one where he picks up the guy and he stabs him through the abdomen and he pins him to the
Okay,
wall.
they're
How does
very
that
dull.
work?
It's all just stabbing, but also, again, Michael Myers is inexplicably strong and indestructible.
Yeah.
And it is explored in the later movies, but then they're removed from canon. So at which point...
What is it that they're... What's that
So
what's the explanation?
in Halloween, I want to say Halloween 5,
Yeah.
it's revealed that what his deal is he's been cursed. There's like a druidic curse.
Oh, no!
And basically, it makes him super strong and virtually immortal. But what he has to do is to avert some sort of catastrophe. He has to kill every member of his family, and this
Right.
curse is passed along. And that's
What
why
catastrophe?
I think it's like an end of the world catastrophe.
So he's a good guy.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
That
They have to.
sucks.
That's the thing, and I think that's why Rob Zombie rebooted it many years ago.
Apparently that's bad.
No, I've heard it's good.
I've
Anyway,
heard it's bad.
All right then, but he wanted to make it. It's like a lot of those characters, like Freddy or Jason. You see him enough, you get too familiar with the characters, and they become this friendly monster kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
You're like, we're on his side now.
Yeah.
Why? He's a murderer.
He murdered so many people.
Yeah, but that movie is removed from canon.
Yeah.
So again, he's just a guy who's inexplicably powerful.
God, you can stab him so
He's
much.
just a regular look. He's not even that big.
He's not that big.
He's just a normally proportioned man.
He's probably like 6 foot, maybe.
yeah, wearing a William Shatner mask.
Yeah. They don't explain that mask at all, do they?
No, he just steals. There's a cop who goes, yeah, look, it was probably just kids. I mean, they just broke into a hardware store and they stole a mask and some duct tape and some knives. Probably just kids playing around.
What kind of...
We'll investigate it anyway.
No, it's the 70s. You
Yeah.
can leave your door open in the street.
That's true.
That's
In and out in
it's
30
fine.
seconds, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's it.
Yeah.
What is the deal with that mask? By the way, it is modelled off William Shatner.
I know,
by
yeah,
the way,
yeah.
to people listening. I know you know that.
Yes.
And it's weird because it's something you don't notice until you notice, and then you cannot help.
Yeah.
You can't help but not notice
I
it.
wonder
then.
how William Shatner feels about it.
I'm sure he's fine with it.
Yeah,
I'm
as
sure
long-
he loves it.
Just
As long
more
as
of his
people are
face
talking
on
about
screen.
him,
Yeah, that's true.
It's from some weird movie he's in. You can see the actual movie. It won't get
Yeah.
into it.
Anyway, I thought the kills were quite generic.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell who we were supposed to hate in this movie. I guess
Yeah.
it's all the people enjoying their life.
Yes.
But like, there's a couple of characters who I think are meant to be like the cool characters.
Yeah.
Like, there's a cool couple there's one real weird like pedophilia joke in it.
Is there?
There's a joke in there where they're like, because they're gonna go over to a house where
So much of this is just people calling each other.
yeah,
Just
but
from different from houses across the street.
There's a scene where the cool couple, like they're gonna go visit Laurie Strode, who is
so they can bang.
yeah, exactly. And then and the dude's like, yeah, I'm gonna rip all your clothes, like to his girlfriend, I'm gonna rip all your clothes off, and then you're gonna rip all my clothes off, and then we're gonna rip off Lindsay's clothes, and Lindsay's the little girl.
Oh, I thought that was they were talking about.
no.
That's a weird.
That's what I thought as well. And then we got to the later on, and I'm like, oh no, that's the kid. That's weird and gross. So I'm glad those two were murdered.
Yeah, that's good. So he's doing good work.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right?
great. Where did that mask come from, though? So he stole the mask from a hardware store, did he?
Yeah, I guess so.
What kind of hardware store is this?
A murder store.
Oh, okay.
Murder hardware.
Well, then
hardware for murdering.
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
That's your best theory.
Again,
since
it was
your
the
pumpkin
70s.
Theory. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the bit where he puts the sheet on and he puts the glasses on?
It's fun. See, what's his deal?
I don't know.
I understand he's supposed to be the shape, and he's supposed to be a vague guy. Does he have a sense of humor? Does he have a personality? What's his deal?
I don't know.
he's supposed to be a relentless murderer, but sometimes he isn't. He just disappears.
Yes.
Like he clearly has some sort of better to run and fight another day kind of situation, but sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he's just relentless for no reason.
Yes.
Sometimes he can punch through a door. Sometimes he can figure out a key.
Sometimes he can't get into a cupboard with really loose wooden slats.
Yeah, so he has to punch his way through it. You know?
That would have been so easy
He's
to get
such
into.
a cipher, and not in a good way, I don't think. In
Okay,
a
fair
bad
enough.
way.
Do you see the influences though on like the 80s slasher movies and like the Terminator and Scream?
Yeah, better
obviously?
movies.
Better movies, yeah.
And I understand, this is the origin of that.
Yes.
But it'd be nice if it was better.
Did you like the bit where he set up all the bodies? What if she didn't open any of those cupboards?
Yeah.
I feel like
And set up a headstone. His sister's
I did do that
headstone.
as well.
Did he drag that from the
Yes.
cemetery? I guess he did, yeah.
he's strong,
He
Mason.
must have put it in his car.
He's got a druid's curse.
That's true, he does have a druid's curse, doesn't he? Anyway, so this movie also ends with just his doctor showing up
Yes.
and shooting him a whole bunch of times.
I thought that was just baffling to me.
You know what I thought? Because this movie is quite brief. It's
Yeah.
mercifully brief. It's like 90 minutes. I was like, oh man, because this is the point where Laurie Strode she's cornered. She's in a wardrobe.
Yep.
The monster's coming to get her. This is the perfect first encounter of her and this monster. How's this going to turn out? It's the first and last.
Yes.
And then
And then the guy that she's never met just runs in and shoots him.
6 times. And then he falls out of a
You
window.
think he's dead,
And then he's gone.
and then he's gone.
Yeah.
He must have run real fast, like your mate from school.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't understand, like, he goes to kill Laurie at one point.
Yes.
And he brings a knife down, and he misses her by so much.
Yeah, right?
I don't understand.
I think and again, that's a lesson learned, I think, in later movies, not of just of this franchise, but of just horror movies generally. What would happen then now is there'd be some contrivance. There'd be a cat would meow or a dog would bark.
Yeah,
Some sort of farmyard animal situation would happen. And then
a pig would oink.
A pig would oink, and then the person who was about to be stabbed would turn around suddenly and see them or whatever.
But he
then
just misses.
He just misses by a mile. So again, is he good or is he not good? You know?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Anyway, so...
But I couldn't get over where she's in the cupboard
yeah.
and he's just battering away at the slats.
Yeah, right?
Like, just... That's so easy to get into. You
Yeah.
dragged it. I mean, he's tired from dragging the headstone.
Yeah, right, uh-huh.
But I just
Yeah.
feel like he could have just battered that down in a second.
Yeah, right.
What do you think when you see his face?
Uh,
Yeah, the weird droopy eyelid. Was that when he got poked by the coat hanger?
yeah, I think it was.
See,
yeah.
sometimes also, like, you poke him with a coat hanger and he's like, ugh.
Also, he's got the worst hair in cinema history. Just quietly.
On the mask or just under the mask?
But that is his hair.
No, the mask has hair on it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Mm.
Well, that's bad hair.
I'm sorry.
You should be sorry.
Yeah. So I don't. It's very meandering.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's a lot of, like I said, different
Lot of-
babysitters calling each other.
And then
from
they have to
home
they have to
phones.
wash their clothes. And
Yeah.
then, yeah.
And it's I don't know.
The whole scene of them going to the laundry room.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Mm.
I think it's obviously there's better things come since it, but I think I'm glad it exists for what we've.
Well, I wish
From-
it didn't exist.
No, but simply for the good stuff we've got out of it.
Yeah, right. That's fair.
Because I think this had a lot of good influences, and this obviously meant that he could do the thing.
Yeah. Anyway, so to fill you in, Halloween 2.
Yep.
He didn't die.
No.
But Laurie is sent to the hospital with a doctor. Then
It's set straight away, isn't it?
set straight away, pretty much. And then Michael Myers comes to get her, but then Donald Pleasance fills a room with gas, and he ignites it, and there's a big fiery
all die.
explosion. And no, Laurie Strode lives.
Oh, sorry, but Donald
the doctor
Pleasance-
dies, and we think that Michael Myers dies.
Because he's very on fire.
But he doesn't. Halloween 3 is unrelated,
Yep.
because apparently
There's going to be an anthology.
yeah, John Carpenter and
John
his
Carter of Mars.
That's
Yep.
right. They wanted to be an anthology, like a different spooky thing happens every Halloween. So let's make it a different thing. But then nobody liked that, so they're like,
Yep.
okay, we'll bring back Michael Myers for 4. He survived the fire, but he was comatose, I think. And then Laurie Strode, he hears that Laurie Strode dies in a car accident.
Yes.
And so he wakes up, and then he goes to kill her daughter.
Yes.
And then
How old's the daughter?
I don't know.
Because that doesn't make any sense.
No, 'cause
Unless
again,
the
yeah.
because it's a teenager, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Then he gets shot like a whole bunch more times.
Yeah,
Again,
cool.
the bullet wounds are never it's never explained how he survived all this stuff.
Druid's curse.
So he gets
Mason.
shot a whole bunch of times, and then he falls into a mine shaft, if I remember correctly.
That's like Pumpkinhead, one of the
Yeah,
Pumpkinhead
exactly.
movies.
then he gets, then like a hermit shows up and like fixes him up,
Okay.
and then it's another one where he tries to kill. He tries to kill because this is the one where it's revealed that he's got the curse and he has to kill every member of his family. So he wants to kill Laurie Strode's daughter and also Laurie Strode's daughter's kid, like infant child.
Okay.
But then, of course, Tommy from the original movie, now played by Paul Rudd, returns, and it's Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's
Tommy, the kid.
yeah, he's back.
Really?
He's back in 5, but he's Paul Rudd.
How is he?
Great. I don't know. I didn't watch it. But anyway, this is the one where they're like, oh, it's the mythology and blah blah blah. So and that's why he's so powerful. And then Tommy shoots him with a whole bunch of tranquilizers at the end. Hang on, what happens?
Where's the druid's curse?
The Druid's Curse is in the Curse of Michael Myers, which is in 95. That's the Paul Rudd one.
Oh, okay, right.
And then we get to Halloween H20, 20 years later. Just add water.
But that ignores everything but 2.
It ignores everything but 1 and 2.
Because the new one also ignores 2, where they're not related.
Yes, it does. Yeah,
Which I quite like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Can you bring your mic a little closer?
Yes.
It's a bit too far.
So let's talk about Halloween H20.
Right.
This is a marked improvement,
I
but
don't
it is
think
still
it
bad.
is. It's bad.
Yeah?
I think it's way worse. I saw this at the cinema and having not seen any of the other ones.
Yeah, right.
When I was a kid. I thought it was terrible.
Right.
And I thought, I bet it's like fun schlock now, but it's not. It's really shit.
Ooh.
So it feels like it's shot like a TV movie as well, a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's some really interesting cinematography in the first one, but there not in this at all. It just looks
Right,
like
right.
something. I like the opening where it's got a young Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets a skate in the face.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
The nurse who gets murdered is the same nurse whose car he steals.
Oh, in
from
the first
one,
movie.
which I
Okay,
think
right.
is-
What I was going to say is I believe that the 2 through up until this point, this is where all the murders got very creative. But I think in the
Okay.
first one, pretty bare bones. But
Yeah.
So this one, we get an ice skate to the face.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, a young Jogo Lev, fresh off Third Rock from the
It
Sun.
must have been.
Or
It's
just
about that
before,
era.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I think around that time.
There's so many teen heartthrobs in this movie.
Introducing Josh Hartnett.
Yes.
And we also get with LL Cool J.
Here we do, yeah.
Deep Blue Sea Zone.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
What's with Josh Hartnett's hair in this?
I don't know.
What is that wasn't a cool haircut then.
I think it was though. I think everybody thought that was
know.
fine.
It was like sticking up at the back and it was a bowl cut at the front.
Yeah, the
it was like a
Caesar.
galah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's a Dr. Loomis nod where we get the you see a picture of him in his office. or
So
whatever.
apparently in this one, after the events of 2, he also survived the explosion. But
Isn't he in other movies though? Anyway, Dr. Loomis.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. But anyway, so he
Played by Malcolm McDowell in the Rob Zombie
That's
ones.
right.
Yeah.
So he apparently he was confined to his home for the rest of his life, but he continued his research on Michael Myers.
Right. Okay. Right.
Like, where is he? I don't know. He's probably dead.
Get over it.
Get over it, mate. But he stayed with the nurse, and they lived together, I guess.
That's nice.
But in the meantime, Michael Myers is back, and
For
Jamie
no
Lee
reason.
Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis has moved towns.
But why is he back, Mason?
Oh, because it's Halloween.
It's Halloween, and it's also her
Josh
son is
Hartnett's
17 again.
17th birthday. She's 17 again. She's going to get him. So she has moved towns, and she faked her own death.
Yep.
But somehow also managed to get enough ID together to become the headmistress of a posh private school. You'd think they'd do some background checks.
Just quickly, Halloween 4. After Michael escapes from the hospital, Loomis unsuccessfully attempts to alert the police that Michael is now free.
Okay, fine.
So he must turn up. Sorry, keep going.
Terrific.
Yeah.
She's the headmistress of a posh private school.
Yep.
She's hard as nails. She's getting it on
Tough
with
as a
Adam
rock.
Arkin.
Yeah.
They really go for it. You don't normally see some stage kisses in a movie, but they're getting the tongue in. You know what I mean?
Maybe
It's
they
really,
were more than friends, Mason.
Look, if you're talking about horror movies, just really getting
You want
it
somebody
going.
sexier than him? What's his name?
Adam Arkin.
Adam Arkin. What else is he? I've seen him in so
You
much
have seen
stuff.
he's one of those that guys.
Yeah, he really is. Michelle Williams makes a cameo with the thinnest eyebrows you've ever seen.
Yeah.
which
So
was the
again,
look
at
look
the time we thought it was fine.
And it was also the thing where one of the girls has the ponytail or the hair pulled back, but the two like gelled streaks.
Yeah,
like,
that's
strips
right. Yeah,
down.
yeah.
There's also a bit I hate in movies where somebody wakes up screaming.
It's
not a thing.
Jamie Lee Curtis wakes up and she screams for a really long time.
It's 4 minutes.
It's minutes, and Josh Hartnett has to come and rescue her from her scream coma, which is
Yes.
interesting because if he wasn't there, if he'd already gone to school, would he have just screamed all day?
Maybe.
Maybe.
He could have screamed.
Speaking of screams, we do get a scream in I guess a nod to the original movie where we get The Thing on TV. In this we get Scream on TV.
Was it Scream or was it?
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Who knows?
One of those.
It was the one with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I think that's I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Okay, right.
Well, you know what is a good scene in this? Where Michael Myers goes into the public toilet.
Yeah.
And he steals the bag.
But why not do a murder?
Because I don't know. But it's ruined by the end. The little girl screams. And the mum comes next door and she's just like, spiders. Okay.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like you could have just not screamed. But anyway, he steals the weirdest, oldest family car I've ever seen in a film.
This weird gardener's jalopy. looks like Archie's car from the 50s.
No family would have that car.
No, absolutely not.
It's all rusted out. And
Yeah.
It's spooky as fuck.
Just steal a regular car.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So LL Cool J he's the security of the school.
He's the world's worst security guard for the school, and he's also a writer of erotic fiction. He's constantly narrating to his wife or his girlfriend
Who
over the
hates
phone.
it?
Yeah, some erotic fiction he's
Because
writing.
none of it's sexy at all. It's like
Disagree.
I guess it's supposed to be
Powerful disagree.
But his wife's like, stop this. It's bad and I hate it.
Yeah, right.
But there's also a lot in this movie, there's a lot of pointless daytime jump scares. Like she'll be walking down the street and someone's like, hey, Laurie. And it's like, ah! Like it happens like 8 times.
Yeah, right.
Before.
Because at this point she's hallucinating Michael Myers everywhere.
Yeah.
She's hallucinating him in like the reflections of windows, and she'll see somebody walking along and see them as Michael Myers.
She'll see his face in a birthday cake.
Exactly, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think she's good in this.
Yeah, sure. She's a good actor.
She's a good actor.
She's one of the greatest actors of our generation.
Yeah.
But
So the spooky car when it pulls up to the school,
Yes.
and he must run out of that car real fast.
Oh, yeah.
Because LL Cool J doesn't see him get out,
Mm-hmm.
and the stuff that he's doing, he's standing behind LL Cool J in the window, but he's only doing it for the audience.
right,
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not even like the first one where the person looks away and then they're gone.
Uh-huh.
He only is It's clearly just for the audience to be like, oh, look out! He's
right,
behind behind
right,
you. Yeah.
And also, why wouldn't he murder LL Cool J?
Why does he not murder some and others? He
He
hates teens.
He's a cipher, and I hate his guts.
He hates teens,
But,
Mason.
okay, so the basic plot of this one is that all the teens from posh private school, they go up to Yosemite for the weekend.
Yeah.
Except for Josh Hartnett, Michelle Williams, some rando, and the rando's girlfriend.
Yes.
Who are all still who all
They're
decide.
like, yeah, let's stay up behind
stay
our
here and
sex,
smoke
yeah.
bongs and sex.
Let's light 1,000 candles.
Yeah. Let's get in a dumbwaiter.
Yeah.
And go up and down.
Don't do that.
Don't do that ever.
Yeah.
No. And then he picks them off one by one. Oh, and also Laurie Strode and Adam Arkin are still there as well.
Yeah.
And LL Cool J, yeah.
Yeah, he's still there too, isn't he?
Yeah, uh-huh.
So he was there during the day and then also all night?
Yeah, it seems
a
like
long
they
shift.
only have one
Maybe
security guard.
Maybe he's got a twin who's also writing erotic
Good
fiction.
point,
You know what
yeah.
they're doing?
Uh-huh.
They're doing I hate to spoil the Prestige, but they're doing the Prestige thing where it's 2 twins living as one person.
Right, okay, wow.
Writing
What an
erotic
added
fiction.
layer of depth to this movie.
Writing erotic fiction.
Yeah.
And
Anyway, so there's
security.
just a few people left, and Michael Myers decides it's time to kill
Yep.
Josh Hartnett and Laurie Strode.
And he does.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He kills 2 other teens. The deaths are better in this.
Yeah, I guess so.
One of them he...
Slits their throat.
And the other one he does a different thing.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Jams him in a dumbwaiter as
Yep.
well, and she gets her leg broken, and he looks like a Michael Myers cosplayer as well. That mask
That's
is...
one of the...
it's
But he
not
always
good.
does, right? But that's why it's a perfect Halloween costume.
I guess it is.
Because there's no effort involved.
Yeah.
Get some dirty coveralls and a mask.
You know what is good in this? The
Yes.
first face-to-face of Laurie Strode and Michael in that window.
Yep.
I think that's really good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But it's sort of...
It is.
No, but it's undercut by the end, because if we can cut... So, but and also, Adam Arkin shoots...
LL Cool J. But he's only grazed.
He's only grazed, even though he's shot in the head.
And it may have made him a better writer.
Yeah, kind of. Do you think that's the twist?
Yeah, do you think his twin brother had to get grazed in the head by a bullet as well? So they
I
continued
think
to
maybe
live
the
together?
twin brother was killed.
Oh, okay.
'Cause they really-
That actually makes sense.
And then... And then this dude's like, finally, I can live my life 24 hours a day instead of 12 hours a day. That's why his erotic fiction was never any good, because they were both so tired
Yeah, okay, that
of
makes
living
sense.
this lie.
Yeah, okay.
But now he's like,
Also, too many cooks, you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. What would happen is one would proofread the other one and keep correcting and adding stuff.
More things about melons.
Exactly. But anyway, so and then Adam Arkin is killed again with the "I'll lift you off the floor with a knife."
Yeah.
Where are you getting your powers from? Again, as we've
druid.
established, the druid curse doesn't exist in this version. It's a different timeline. So
It's a different druid.
he's just a regularly proportioned man with superhuman strength.
Because it's weird, because if he sat still for 15 years in jail or whatever...
He would have withered away.
Exactly, he would have had to be doing push-ups when people aren't looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's fast, as we recall. Or is he fast? See?
He could drive a car, even though he went in as a kid.
Maybe he learned from television.
Do you think he's watching television?
Maybe.
He probably is. He'd have to
Yeah.
be. So there's a cupboard joke where Laurie goes to get in a cupboard. I keep saying Laurie like it's a bloke's name. Laurie.
Yeah,
like
Laurie.
Laurie Oakes.
Yeah, like Larry Oakes.
He's gonna keep saying that though. And she's like, oh, no, I'm not getting in a cupboard again. Not like bloody last time.
Sure,
and having
right.
just watched the prior one, I thoroughly appreciated that joke, Mason. I thought it was
Right.
100% good.
Ah, good stuff.
But I also love how she just wails on him with a fire extinguisher when he goes to look for her in the cupboard.
Yeah, right,
I enjoyed that a lot. Also, when he's down, hit him 100 times.
Hit him 100 times,
Stab
exactly,
him,
yeah,
just cut his throat, pull his eyes out, do anything you can.
Again, he's not that tough. I mean,
No.
he's bulletproof, clearly.
Yeah, but I do like the bit where she gets her family out. She gets her son and Michelle Williams' eyebrows out. Haircut and eyebrows. And then she decides to go back to face Michael Myers, and she's got the axe. And I think that confrontation is pretty good. She also gets slashed on the arm again.
Yeah, right.
Nice little
Do you mean with
callback.
the whole car situation?
Yeah.
So here's a little twist for the sequel, and I'm not sure if you're aware of this. So
I know this, yeah.
Okay, so at the end they've defeated Michael Myers, and he gets put into an ambulance.
Yeah.
And then she grabs an axe and a cop's gun, and she decides to finish this once and for all.
Yes.
And she steals the ambulance, and then she drives it out, and then even though he's been thoroughly beaten and he fell off a roof or whatever, all the stuff that happened.
Stabbed.
He got stabbed multiple times. He's still going, and he unzips the body bag that he's been put in.
Yes.
And he gets up, and she hits the brakes and flings him out of the front windscreen of the car, then hits him with the car, then drives off a cliff. And then she stabs him multiple times, and then...
No, she doesn't stab him again. He's pinned.
He's pinned, that's right.
Yeah.
And then she cuts his head off with an axe.
Yes.
And then, but then it's revealed.
But-
It's revealed in the next movie that what he did at some point in between being wheeled out of the
It's established that he's left alone with one of the paramedics, and he crushes his larynx.
larynx. So he
Mason.
can't say. Hey, it's not me.
But it's also telegraphed in this movie that it's not him, because he
yeah.
goes to grab the mask. He tries to
and
get
he
the
can't
mask
take it off.
him.
Yeah. So she accidentally beheads.
But just do different hand gestures. Just
Yeah.
be like, look, do an okay symbol, do a peace symbol.
Yeah, do a peace symbol.
Do something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do American Sign Language.
That's right.
The one we learn initially, which is I'm not Michael Myers.
Or turtle.
Turtle, funny turtle.
This is turtle.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So she in the next one she's racked with guilt.
Yes.
She killed an innocent man.
Yeah. Well, that's his own fault for being alone with a killer.
Exactly.
Okay, I know you got to go soon, but after she stabs him to death and he falls off to the table, and she goes down there and she's like, "I'm gonna cut his throat." LL Cool J fucking thunders in like the dumbest man who's ever lived. He's like, he's dead, don't worry about it. Come on." And drags her away.
Well, if he is dead,
Just cut his throat.
Yeah.
Cut his head off.
cut his head off. Exactly. Yeah.
You want definitive.
You want definitive proof the man is dead.
Yeah.
And again, if he is dead, chopping his head off, not a crime. I don't
Not
think.
a crime. I mean, it's weird,
But it's not a crime.
but
I don't
it's fine.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in the bounds of your own private school when you can make the rules yourself.
That's true, when you're the boss. Anyways, this movie is not very good either,
No, it's also bad.
for different
Yeah.
reasons.
Anyway, two of these movies have been quite bad.
Yeah, this one's also, it's clearly like Scream influenced and all that. It's got
Yeah,
that
right.
kind of nods, but I don't think it benefits in any way from it. I think the saving grace in this is the confrontation between Michael Myers and Laurie Oakes.
Yes.
But I thought it would be at least better or dumber, but it's
Yes.
not really.
No, it really
either of
isn't,
those
right?
things.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, that's the end of this segment.
That's the
isn't it?
Halloween movies.
Yeah.
And so, but bearing in mind, the one we just talked about is no longer canon because they've replaced it with
I think it's going to be interesting to compare that one to the new one, though.
Yeah, right, uh-huh.
You know,
do you
'cause
think they're
it's
going to get
40
this
years
right?
on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it looks like they have by all
Yeah.
accounts. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But we'll talk about that in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Next segment.
Yes.
What are we reading?
What are we going to read?
I'm doing the thing. What are we reading today? A little peek behind the curtains for everybody listening at home. It's been 12 hours since
Something like that, yeah.
Between this segment and the last.
And I've just changed my opinion about everything we talked about earlier, so we're starting from the top.
And I am steadfast on everything
Good.
except for Batman Returns, if that's what I said.
You did, yes.
You know what did happen in between now and
What's that?
earlier?
Well, I went to work.
You went to work, but I had a full day, a full fun day.
Oh, yeah.
But my kid...
Lucky for some.
My kid found the memory card that we recorded on.
And swallowed it.
And then he put it in a glass of water. And I didn't notice for like an hour.
Wow.
And then it's all there. It all works.
Terrific.
But if it didn't, this would have been just the podcast.
This would have been it, yeah.
Yeah. Because that is what we live by.
Yep.
We're eventually going to lose one.
And that's it.
And we're just not doing it again.
We're not doing anything else.
There's just not one that week.
What was his... What was his rationale? I mean,
don't
I'm
know.
sure... I mean, it's a little bit... It's a little bit bold of me to suggest that a 2-something-year-old should have a rationale for anything.
Yeah. No, I get that. No,
Probably wanted to clean up a bit.
He seems to put stuff in water. Like, you see this drink bottle here. I went to drink from before.
Yeah.
And he'd torn off like a tinfoil like sachet and stuffed half of it in and nearly choked me. Maybe he's trying to kill me.
Maybe. I mean, you only drink water here, pretty much.
Yeah, that's all I drink.
Wow,
Yeah.
he is trying to kill you.
Yeah. Do you want more drinks? I can get more beverages if you'd prefer.
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Actually, we have at the back, whenever, left over from like barbecues or whatever, we've got a bunch of Coca-Colas and
you
everything.
keep trying to offload on it, those on me, but I'm sugar-free, as you know.
You're not sugar-free.
I'm sort of sugar-free.
You're sugar-free on Coke.
Yeah.
But are you sugar-free on everything else?
No. Baby steps.
Baby steps. Okay. Anyway, what segment is this? What are we reading?
And what we're going to read.
What'd you read?
Well, I watched the first episode of season 11 of Doctor Who.
Me too. What'd you think?
It was fine.
Yeah, I thought so too. Claire loved it. I thought it was okay.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was better than the Tenant one because I watched a bit of that recently.
Oh, the Tenant. See,
That
here's
is
the thing.
rough.
I think the Tenant, the introduction. You mean the Tenant Christmas special?
Yeah.
That's still probably my favorite, which I have watched recently, and I think it is a little dated. Like it's a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little bit hokey. I
Yes.
think they all are a little bit hokey.
Yeah. I thought she was good, but I
Yeah.
still think the best one is the Matt Smith one. I
Right.
think that's a cracking opening.
But again,
Yeah.
wasn't that also a floating ball of something on a rooftop? This had a floating ball of something on a rooftop as well.
It certainly did.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, but it was okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember Capaldi's at all.
No. I think that the problem is that there needs to it needs to sort of wow us. It needs to be a lot of them are back on Earth.
Yeah.
And we have to reorient ourselves on Earth.
Plus, in this one, introduced like 5 new characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So spoilers for this if anybody hasn't seen it. It's
Yeah.
probably on your Netflix or your what have you.
Yeah,
right now.
ABC iView.
Something like that. What I would enjoy because after the episode finishes, it's like this season on Doctor Who, and then it was just a list of like guest actors
It
who are
was
going to
too,
appear
yeah.
on it. There wasn't any scenes with the companions that are introduced in the first episode
so they're all killed.
because it it's supposed to end on a cliffhanger. Oh, we're all out in space. What's going to happen? And I'm assuming that they all end up in the TARDIS in the second episode, which
Yeah.
I haven't seen yet. But it would be fun if they were all killed.
Yes.
And this season, she just loses a series of companions every episode. She gets a new bunch of fun friends, and they're all killed by misadventure by the end.
I would love that. I love misadventure.
But to the episode, you have to reorient everybody to
Yeah.
the new character, the new Doctor, and then put it on Earth so people can sort of relate, and then
Yep.
some point of view characters. And then, there's a lot of moving parts, and they also have to make it a little bit complicated because it can't just be like, here's some bad guys and we'll kill them kind of
Yeah.
thing. There has to be a couple of layers.
I didn't understand the alien's motivation in terms of... So it's basically the Predator.
Yeah.
He would have been the king of Earth, or the king of where he's from.
Yes.
If he had have found the person he's supposed to hunt, who's randomly selected.
Yeah.
And then he gets him and he goes back to his planet. Then they're like, you're the king now!
Yeah.
For just getting some guy.
Yeah, and
Like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It seems like the people that they kidnap are nobody of significance.
yeah, and it seems like
You're not going up against Arnold.
no,
you know?
exactly. It's not. They're not the greatest opponent in the world. It's just a rando. And the thing about a rando is, at this point in Earth's evolution, you could just go on Facebook and find him.
Yes, that's right.
You
Yeah.
just wait till it's dark, go to an internet cafe, search their name, and then lure them with the promise of free video games or sex or whatever.
Or teeth.
Teeth, exactly. Yeah.
What do you
And
think? How he put all the teeth in his face or whatever?
that was kind of fun.
Sure.
Yeah, that was good. I'm also a little bit tired, and I guess you do have to establish it because it's a new Doctor, obviously. I'm kind of sick of that revelation, and I feel every episode of Doctor Who I watch has it in there where the Doctor goes, and guess what? I'm the Doctor. And everybody and all the bad guys go, holy moly, it's the Doctor. I better run away.
Yeah.
Like, I don't sell me on the Doctor's reputation. Sell me on what the Doctor can do.
Yeah.
You know what I
that's-
mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, she did.
But
You know?
do you need the speech every time?
I
though?
don't want the speech every time.
You can just be like, "You're dead.
Yeah,
I killed you because
what I
no
do."
reason."
Yeah, exactly. But exactly. And I understand, of course, it's the first one.
Yeah.
And you need to establish that. But I would much prefer if it was just, again, make her a silent killer.
You know, it'd be
Make
good.
one of them a killer.
Wouldn't it be good if someone said, "Who are you?" and they said, "The Doctor," and they just said, "Who cares?"
Right, exactly.
Or, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
and I don't care.
Yeah, I don't like this.
There probably is an episode
yeah,
like that. But.
I don't like this forced. And I kind of, I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought that was a symptom of Stephen Moffat, the previous
Yes.
showrunner, that it's this
Greatest legend in the universe.
the Doctor is the greatest legend in the universe, and we've all got this. Everybody's got this admiration and this awe for the
And
Doctor.
even if you don't know of him, you've heard legends of somebody,
Yeah.
you know, of his tales.
Yeah, I thought that was that was kind of a...
Because he wasn't really that initially. He was just like a guy who stole a spaceship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was a remnant of the previous showrunner, but I guess this is it as well.
Well, there was also a moment where they wiped his memories from the universe, so nobody knew who he was.
Yeah, right, uh-huh.
Remember that?
Sort of.
So it kind of, but I guess that doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, right. So
But it's not. I think when that reveal was, though, to be fair, in this story, the alien wasn't like, "Oh no, I know who you are."
That's true, yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
we still got the speech.
yeah, we got the speech.
Anyway.
But otherwise, I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was all
Otherwise,
right.
I'll watch
It's
another
fine.
one.
It's totally fine.
As is
I like the
tradition, I will
spoiler
watch 2 or 3 more and then stop watching.
Yeah, good, eh?
Pretty good, right? Yeah.
Pretty bloody good.
What else have you been watching?
I
or
watched
doing?
Star Wars Resistance, the first few episodes.
Yeah, huh?
I thought it would. I didn't think I'd really enjoy it because it seems pretty kid focused, and it is. But I was actually, it's pretty good.
Okay.
I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Does it feel like Star Wars?
Yeah, sure. I liked it more than I liked the first few of Rebels. So it's also set
Okay.
6 months before Force Awakens. So I'd imagine there's going to be some overlap there.
Okay, right.
By next year or whenever they catch up to that.
Do we get a Donut Gleason?
I think
Donald
there's some
Gleason?
Donut Gleason in this. There's Captain Phasma's in it.
Okay.
Poe Dameron's in it. voiced by Oscar
I thought we
Isaac,
saw
yeah.
some Poe Dameron in that trailer.
Princess Leia's
Does
in it. or
Phasma
General
do
Leia.
anything impressive?
What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Maybe this is a time to shine.
No, Mason, it's not.
Okay,
a time.
right.
Yeah, just like in the movies, she's killed in every episode, and then
Okay.
inexplicably returns.
Great.
No, she's just kind of standing around.
Cool.
So I'm sure we're gonna get some Snoke and
Uh-huh.
whatever. And
So does it feel like the major characters are just background characters, or do you think they're
no,
going to
I
step
think
in?
it's good. And Donald Faison from Scrubs is in it. He's
Ooh.
good. So
Ooh.
and I think Jim Rash is in it as well.
Cool.
There's a bunch of other people in it. Anyway, I was surprised how much I liked it.
There we go.
Yeah. Should we do the next segment, or
Yes.
are you reading something
No,
else?
well, actually, it's not out yet over here, but I'm ready to watch the first episode of Titans. It's not on Netflix yet.
Oh, yeah,
but there's like a
right.
placeholder.
Great.
It's like when it arrives, it'll be on your list. So.
Yeah, I've been staring at that for weeks.
Oh, has it been? Okay, right.
No, I haven't really.
Okay, well, there
Because
you
I
go,
won't
there
watch
you
it.
go.
I probably won't watch it.
Not even the first one?
Probably not.
What if Batman's in it?
I don't give a shit. Wow. I'll just watch any of the 9 Batman movies that we have.
Yes, you could do that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, letters?
Letters.
Letters. The classic one was...
Letters, oh letters, we love you. Some letters, they're only a day away.
We're going to hear right now. We're going to do letters.
Hey, you want a letter? You got a letter. This is the letters segment of the podcast. This is how it works. You send in a letter to weeklyplanetpod@gmail.com. Mason will read it out, perhaps, potentially, maybe. You can also tweet the show #weeklyplanetpod on Twitter. and we'll pick out a couple of those, which is the thing that I do. We do separate things for the letters.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Now, I've had 10 hours to prepare for this.
And as you would expect, he's ready to go.
I'm looking for one right now. No, here we go. Here's one. Okay, this is from Maisie Jenkins Gilbert.
Okay.
Please, can you give a shout out to the Podmates? That's PODM8s. It's a bunch of podcasters who came together through the Great Mates Facebook group, who guest on each other's podcasts.
That's
So
great.
they recently released a project for World Mental Health Day. They split up into groups. They recorded episodes of them sharing their personal experiences with mental health in the hopes of helping others feel better about talking about it too. So if you go onto Facebook and you look up Podmates, PODM8S, you can find all the various podcasts. So the Feel Better Show, Beg to Differ podcast, Alex and Alex, bloody Ignorance is This, Watchmen Minute, all the greats.
Great.
Check some of those
what's
out.
the address?
Just look up Podmates.
Podmates?
On
With an
Facebook.
8?
Yes, with an 8.
Excellent. On
Yes.
Facebook. Excellent.
Yes.
That's really cool.
That's cool, right?
It's good to do a nice thing.
Nah.
You're right.
Yep.
Nobody would listen to any of those. No, you should definitely
You
check
should
them
do.
out.
You should do that.
Oh, that's
yeah.
great. That's really good. This is from Unimaginative Username. I feel like this username gets read out a lot. Maybe it just sticks out in my mind. Maybe it's more imaginative than they think. Hashtag Weekly Planet Pod. Even though Defenders Season 2 is pretty much confirmed to not be happening, if it was, who would you like to speak? Who would you like to be the villain? I think it's fair to say I've seen enough of ninjas and criminal businessmen. Or women. Women can be
Ninja
crime bosses
businessmen.
too. Nah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you want to go sort of street level-ish, I assume.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So you can't just dump in a Loki. That would be pretty great. To
You know,
see
you could jump in. You could bump in the Hood, who is like the street level Loki.
you could drop in the Cape, which
Is
is
that
like
who I'm thinking of?
No, I'm thinking of the Cape from the TV show The Cape.
Oh, I see. Right.
You remember that one? He had a cape.
Sort of.
You could drop in the Phantom of the Future or whatever.
Phantom 2040.
Yeah, that one.
Absolutely, it could.
That was a good
But no,
one.
the Hood. So the Hood is
Yeah.
like a he had a Marvel Max series. He was like a low level street thug, and he found like a mystical cloak with a hood on it.
Yeah.
And it gave him assorted demonic powers.
Cool.
But he
All right.
was
So that's a mix of both. It's a healthy mix of both.
exactly that would be
okay.
nice. Yeah.
Where'd the hood come from?
The devil probably.
The devil's
The
always
devil,
leaving
yeah.
his hood around.
But then he sort of became like a known figure in the criminal underworld. So maybe that, or just team up all the old bad guys.
Oh, yeah, they could do that.
Kingpin, Diamondback.
No, because
No?
I don't think that's not compelling.
No,
if they
you're
did
right,
it in
it's
the
not.
movies, and they were like, it's Loki and it's Red Skull and it's Thanos and whatever. That's something. But
Yep.
to be like, it's whoever Sigourney Weaver was and David Wenham.
David Wenham's back. Did he die in the last one? Can't remember. Let's just bring him back. Yeah, you're right. Okay, we need. Yeah,
I mean, aside from Kingpin and Mariah Dillard,
yeah.
I don't really think there's any I give a shit about.
No, that's fair. Okay.
Who's the evil Iron Fist? Maybe that guy? But I don't...
Oh, Davos.
Yeah, nah, even then.
No. Who else could we bring in? What about Silvermane, who is a cyborg mafia boss? Whatever
Sounds
that.
good.
That's pretty good, right?
I like the not Deadshot, the other one. The other guy who's good at aiming. Bullseye's coming
yeah.
in.
Yeah, that's good. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like that.
What about because here's the thing that I feel is always missing, which we sort of saw a little bit of in Spider-Man: Homecoming,
Yeah.
which is just low-level like superpowered criminals that are just robbing banks.
Yeah.
I want a team of them, like
Okay.
a Sinister Six-esque team.
Yeah.
We get some lower tier like costumed villains, just putting the costumes on, acting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Bank heists.
Well, I suspect all of this is going to be in the bin.
Oh, yeah, absolutely,
This
yeah.
time next year anyway.
Yep, for sure.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. This
Yes.
is from Poo Poo Magoo.
I feel that's a name that's come up as well.
I think so too.
I think maybe they asked a question during our Q&A.
Oh, okay. Hashtag Weekly Planet Pod. That's still available if people want to donate. We still got to do that other Q&A.
We do. We'll get to
this
it.
week. If you woke up with superpowers and decided to use them for good or evil, and then he names you specifically, or her, women can be poo too. Would you wear a normal costume so people would know you had powers, or cosplay style Iron Man costume so people think it's technology?
Oh, I see. We don't have the option. There isn't an option for just street clothes?
Do you just not use it at all? No, these are the options.
Okay, right.
So you want people to think if you got tech, or do you just don't care? You're just like, oh, magic.
Yeah, costume for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think because I'd have to get into a clunky Iron Man
Yeah,
cosplay
right.
every time.
No, awful,
Would
no.
rattle off me.
And bits would fall off constantly
Yeah.
and just be taping them back on, you know?
Mine
You'd have to carry like a hot glue gun.
Yeah,
with you.
exactly. I would just probably wear a hat and a bandana. Like I wouldn't even. And not even over my mouth, just over my face.
Just tied to your belt, a hat and a bandana. Hey, it's me, hat and bandana man. I can shoot lightning out of my hands.
Pretty good?
Yeah, it's good, right?
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not technology.
Yeah.
I didn't want anyone to think that.
But not like, I feel like the line here is it a cosplay Iron Man suit, or is it like 60s spandex kind of suit?
Okay.
Still that one?
Is it spandexy, the 60s one?
I don't know. Given the choice, then probably still spandexy. Because
Yeah.
again, I can shoot lightning out of my hands.
Shoot lightning out of it. I guess you'd want to be armored to some extent, just in case.
Yeah, but not cosplay armor.
No, not cosplay armored. Yeah, yeah. Because I feel like a lot of those things, they look cool, but you can't move in them. Like for
No,
shit.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen that one that's the Hulkbuster suit?
Yes, I
It's like
have.
a dude on
Yeah.
stilts. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm sure
There's
we
also
talked
there's a
about this.
guy. I just saw it on.
The Thanos one?
No, this is. Hang on, I'm gonna find it because I saved it in my Instagrams.
I saved this in my Instagram.
Oh, it's the finger.
Yeah, it's for you.
I could have told you that it was the finger already. Hang on.
But
Here
you
we go.
didn't.
Instagram's taking its time. Here we go. It's a guy, and he has built like a, you know, the Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines.
Oh, yeah.
He's built like a Space Marine suit, and it's got like a working minigun, and okay, it's okay. This is look this up.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Yep.
Nov N-O-V Creations, and there's some videos of this dude. Scroll down a little.
I'm on Facebook. What have I
Oh,
done?
come on. What are you
I'm
doing,
on his
mate?
Facebook page.
All right.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, you
the
see
biggest
it?
one. Yeah, yeah.
It's
Okay.
wild. Oh, my God.
It's got like a big gorilla suit.
Yeah, for sure.
This guy's got it all.
I know.
Hey, I want to go to the Instagram.
Imagine if I had a gorilla suit.
Why? What would you do with it?
No, I don't know. I don't want to do
I put on a gorilla mask at the shops with my son,
Oh, yes.
and he was not cool with it. He didn't freak out,
Uh-huh.
but he was like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
no."
But he's also at the stage where he says no to a lot of things, I would imagine.
Yeah. Oh no, he's pretty good
Because
generally.
aren't kids at that age just
Yeah.
like, hey, can you eat this? No.
He says,
Hey, do you want to go to bed? No.
He says things are boring.
All
That's
right.
his thing. Where he's
But
like,
to be fair, things are pretty boring.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So this is from Kerry Small. I don't know if you recall, but Kerry Small, if you recall, sent us a letter last week titled "Trying to Prove My Wife Wrong."
Oh yes,
And we had to convince
Breh.
her. Yeah, Breh.
Yeah, I
you remember Breh.
Of course, I remember Breh.
So we had to try and convince her to listen to the podcast.
And we did.
He sent another email. Thanks for trying. She listened to you. Success.
Yes.
And decided to continue to not listen.
Oh, that's fair.
But she did get a kick out of you guys trying to guess her name. It's actually Brianna. So we call her Brett for short.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like Brie in Middle-earth. But again, you've written Brett.
It's Brett.
So it's Brett.
Brie is double E.
Yeah.
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 Unless you're abbreviating Brie to Brett.
Yeah, to
Which
Brett.
it seems like you are.
Then it's Brett still. Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Kerry.
And Brett.
Good stuff. Keep chipping away at her.
Yeah. You'll get her at the end. Mm-hmm. All right. I think that's the show
I
for
think
this
it is,
week.
yeah.
Do you want to take us home, mate?
Take us home. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Bloody, we couldn't do it without you. I mean, we could, but it'd be weird and sad. And why have we bought all this equipment? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know, you get it.
Yeah.
Thanks for subscribing and telling people, trying to convince your wife to listen.
Yeah.
Which will not work, but try it anyway.
Just give it a go.
Just reviews and subscriptions. It's all great stuff.
It's the best thing that's
if
ever
you'd
happened.
like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com.
Reviews make such a big difference as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do they?
Probably. I
Yeah,
think they
probably.
do.
We
Yeah.
always say that. They must do, right?
We always say that.
Otherwise, we've been living a lie
We
for
always
5
mean
years.
it. Yeah.
If you'd like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/MrSundayMovies. If you'd like to chuck in a buck, we would appreciate it. It would keep this dim single light going in the
it's
man
pretty good,
cave.
isn't it?
It's very yellow in here.
You should also know that the new the studio things are moving forward.
Ooh.
Got a whole lot of quotes back. It looks like we've found a builder. And
Ooh.
things are happening
That is
sooner or
delightful.
later.
Is he a shonky builder?
Let's find out.
We will, won't we?
You never know. You know
It's
what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
You never know until
it's done or not done.
Yeah.
Until it's 2 years later and it still isn't done.
That's right. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but he seems on the level.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You can also go to the Amazon affiliate link in our episode description.
Yes.
If you want to buy every Halloween movie in some sort of Michael Myers head-shaped box set, I'm sure there is one.
There definitely is.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
You can do that. Just click on our link, go through, buy that, or buy whatever you were going to buy on Amazon anyway, and we'll get a little kickback from that. That's a terrific.
That is terrific.
It's terrific. Speaking of, we've also got some teas on tpublic.com. Just search Weekly Planet, you'll find it.
That's terrific.
Yeah, you can go to the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates Facebook group.
It's not broadcasting, mate.
No, it's
Mason. There's nothing
broadcasting.
but people having a good time in
Good
there.
old time, having
Yeah.
a fun old time. It should be fun casting.
That's
But
right.
it isn't. Don't search for that. You won't be able to find it.
You'll find a dumb thing that we hate.
Yes.
We don't want that.
Planet Broadcasting Great Mates on Facebook. Click through there. 11,000 members going strong.
Oh, we're at 11 now.
Yeah, relatively few lunatics. Or they're all lunatics. It's hard to say.
As long as you're nice, we don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can go to there. You can go to where are we? I'm Wikipedia Brown on Twitter, and I'm also on Instagram. You can find me.
I'm Mr. Sunday Movies on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram also.
But
and
collectively, we are Weekly Planet Pod on Facebook
Yes.
and Gmail and Twitter and Bandcamp.
There's also a great Caravan of Garbage episode up now about one of the dumbest Venom stories ever told.
Oh, I remember that one.
The audio version will be behind this in the podcast feed.
Cool.
But also just watch the video because there's some
Really
stuff you want
something.
to see. Yeah.
So, if you loved Venom,
Yeah.
and so many people did,
Ben
and
did a
also
great
didn't.
job on the editing.
Thanks, Ben.
And Eric did awesome work also. It sounded like he did better work than Ben. They both did excellent work.
Equally good work?
Yeah.
Would you say equally good?
Equally good. Well, Ben probably did more things because he did... he had-
So, Ben, you're saying Ben did better work?
No, I'm just saying they both did different things.
Terrific.
But Ben probably spent more time, like physical
I understand.
time.
Sure.
I'd imagine.
Anyway, you can go to planetbroadcasting.com.
Yes.
Where we have all sorts of Planet Broadcasting information. You can also sign up for the newsletter.
Yes.
Great Rob Collings.
He's killing it.
Friend of the show, killing it every week.
Yeah.
Follow him at The Weekly Planet.
Give
on
him
Twitter.
Give him $100.
Give him $100 if you can figure out how to do it. Just DM him and be like, hey man, you want
want
$100? Come get it. Come get it, huh? What else do we do? Thank you to The Brute and The Basilisk and Rackham for all our musical themes.
Yep. Next week, Halloween movies that we like.
If you've
or
got a
don't
suggestion,
like,
if you
please send them on
something
in.
on Netflix, maybe a hidden horror gem, or like how about this? Some sort of horror classic that is on Netflix.
That has to be on Netflix. You seem to be pushing this Netflix agenda.
Yeah.
It can be anything.
I know, but it's just easier if it's on Netflix for me. No, okay, any some sort of
You can rent movies off YouTube. You want to do that?
yeah, that's true.
You've got like probably 6 streaming
I've
services.
got so
like
many
I do.
streaming
Yeah.
services, and I've got Google Play. I've got everything.
Yeah.
So okay, how about this? If you've got some suggestions, we'll pick a couple of classic horror movies that we should watch.
Yep.
And then we'll talk about horror all next week.
I'm not watching Nightmare on Elm Street or Jason Voorhees, except if it's Jason X because I've seen it and it's,
Yeah, right,
it's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
But Hellraiser, none of that. I don't,
Really, none of that. Why
don't-
not?
I just don't give a shit.
Is it because it's weird gore?
No, I
Horror?
don't. I just none of that appeals to me
Okay.
at all.
Okay. Well, let's pick an era then.
Okay, hats.
No, an era.
Not
Not something you-
What are we doing?
No, you're not.
Coat hangers.
No.
What are we doing?
An era?
Ears.
No.
Mittens and what are the things that go over your ears?
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Yes, pick an earmuff. Pick your favorite brand of earmuff. No, what I'm saying is, should we go sort of? How about this? How about some stuff post Halloween? So like
Okay,
1970, like late 70s, early 80s era, something like that. Like some stuff that spun off from Halloween. How about that?
I'm not doing any of that.
Nah, go on.
I'm not watching any of that shit.
Really?
I've watched a bunch of
Well,
stuff
I'll
that,
watch a couple.
that I want to talk about.
I'm gonna watch-
Okay, good.
Okay, what have you watched?
I can't tell you,
Tell
mate.
me,
I'll tell
tell
you
me after the
next
show.
week.
Okay, well, I'd be keen to watch something because again, also in the intervening 10 hours between when we started this and now we're finishing it, I listened to our friends over at Total Reboot.
Oh, yeah.
Cam and Alexi talk about their thoughts on the movie Halloween.
And they liked it?
Look, they like it, and they
Well, they're
like
wrong.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. I respect their opinion, and I enjoy. They had a lot of great stuff to say about cinematography and
Music?
and all sorts of
All
great
those
stuff.
things are true.
And all sorts of great stuff. And I respect their opinion, but I disagree, which is the great thing about the internet. But I would like to maybe hear about some stuff. Maybe I'd like to learn about some stuff from that era. Maybe stuff that I would enjoy more. I'm not sure. Stuff
Okay.
that maybe has with a little bit more horror evolution to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's the thing all over, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Great movie.
That is a great movie. So that's where Carpenter hit his stride.
Yeah.
He's done so much great stuff since then. He did The Thing. He did Big Trouble in Little China.
Ghosts of Mars.
Did he?
I don't know.
All right. He did John Carpenter's Vampires.
He did do that. Did he do Ghosts of Mars?
I don't know.
I'll look that up.
Yeah.
All right, but that's the show, isn't it?
Absolutely is the show.
Thanks
Do
for
you
listening.
want an era or you've picked some
No,
stuff?
I've
already?
got some stuff I want to talk
Oh,
about.
nice. All right. Good stuff.
It is John Carpenter.
Oh, good.
He did do Ghosts of Mars.
I don't
Isn't
want to
that
see Ghost
shit?
of Mars. Who's in that?
Ice Cube, I think.
Oh, then it can't be bad.
Oh, and the woman from Species.
Natasha Henstridge.
Probably.
Nice.
It looks like her. It's only a small thumbnail.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, goodbye, everybody.
Grab that gem, you guys. We will see you next week.
Goodbye.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates. I mean, if you want.
It's up to you.